Hello everyone, I'm Bishi, and today we are playing more Apollo Justice Ace Attorney Trilogy. We are in the first game still, and we are about to start episode 3, so case 3 tonight. So I'm pretty excited. It's always exciting starting a new case in Ace Attorney. We will have to see where the story takes us. Yeah, we're about to get into episode 3, called Turnabout Serenade. Let's do it. Let's go. Episode 3, Turnabout Serenade. Let's rock! Is this who I think it is? Oh, I don't know who that is. Klavier. Oh, yep. We love you! Rock on, everyone. This party's not over yet. Get out your handkerchiefs for our special guest. That's right, baby. The night's just getting started. Thank you for coming to the Gaviners. Guilty as charged. This ends the first part of tonight's show. There will now be a 20-minute intermission. It always happens during intermission. Oh my god, the little blue badger. The little blue badger plushie. It's so cute. Sound effect for pulling the game file scared me. I'm so sorry. The sound effects are kind of loud. I don't know if I can mess with that. Are they still loud, like, even now? Oh, yeah. I have music and effects both down by 1. Is that too quiet? I feel like it's too quiet now. For whatever reason, the menu is so loud, even the sound effects, even though I have this setting on. I really feel like this is not as loud as it was a second ago. I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave it. He did it. He's the criminal. Yeah. Instantly, Klavier is guilty. Okay. July 7, 8:05 p.m. Backstage hallway. This is so cool. Us at a Gaviners concert. Is it Gaviners? Oh, and there's a sticker. Hold on. There's a sticker behind me. There's a... there's a little Blue Badger sticker. Why is Blue Badger just everywhere? Oh, the Blue Badger is the criminal. How could you say this? How could you say this? He's just a little guy. He's so little and small. How could he do anything? He couldn't do anything wrong. He's like Big Brother. He's always watching. He's the surveillance drone we've been warned about. Wolf is first in the epic bishop today. We're at a Gaviners concert. Huh? Did you say something? My ears are still ringing. The Gaviners, putting the sick back in music. Well, I thought Mr. Gavin was really nice. Sending us those tickets at 20% off. Only 20%? They're hard to get a hold of, you know. When you invite people to a concert, it's usually free. Let's head to his dressing room, Apollo. You know, like we're a couple of VIPs. I've always dreamed of being a VIP at a Gaviners show. Trucy, you didn't know who Prosecutor Gavin was before that case. What kind of fan doesn't know the lead vocalist's name? Oh, this guy. Well, he was more like a prince, really. He let us in. Klavier, what a lovely name. He's so dreamy. Yeah, but I'm a girl. What? I'm supposed to swoon over gods of rock. Oh my god. God awful, maybe. Not that face. I bought all their stuff on the way home from the trial. I got 12 Gaviners albums and 15 concert videos. That was quite a bit of impulse shopping. I got an advance on my next 15 years worth of allowance. For Mr. Wright, that sounds like a real act of generosity. Who would have imagined me here at a Gaviners concert watching Prosecutor Gavin quote-unquote rock? Just like record scratch. I'm Apollo. You might be wondering how I ended up in this situation. Where do you get the money for that? Oh, yeah. From her daddy, Phoenix. To be honest, he was kind of cool, and I'm kind of envious. Not that I'd ever admit that to Trucy. Oh. Bunch of costumes. July 7, Gaviner's dressing room. Where did Phoenix get the money for that, right? I think they barely got enough money to just pay bills. How is she able to do all of this? Oh my god, I'm covering something amazing again. Hold on. There is another blue badger, but he's red. And he's crying, and he has sunglasses. And he's a guitar. Maybe that's why he's crying. He's been trapped in... His soul's been trapped in a guitar now. Oh no. Hey Panda, welcome in. We are indeed lawyering today, starting a new case. Case 3. Which I hear should be good. We shall see. I will be the judge of that. Yeah, red badger now. Ah, you made it. Mr. Gavin, thanks so much for the tickets. And the invoice you sent along with them. You were incredible up on stage, Mr. Gavin. Nothing like music to brighten the mood after a trial, yeah? And we're almost ready for our next act. I'm looking forward to it myself. Well, oh no. Lamiroir singing, right? The Siren of the ballad? Oh yeah. That flyer said she flew all the way over for this show. That's right. I happened to catch her show while overseas. Her voice is divine. I knew I had to invite her to perform with us. Lamiroir says, I do not know how to say this. Lamiroir. You praise me too highly. Oh. Whoa. Who's this guy? He's huge. Allow me to introduce Mr. Romain Letouce. Lamiroir's manager. And her interpreter, incidentally. Letouce. It is a great honor for us to be here. And a great honor for Lamiroir to be heard in this country. Oh? That voice. I don't... What do I do for that one? I wish I could understand it. It's beautiful. Oh my god. I don't know what to do. Ooh, it's Lamiroir. I'm actually meeting Lamiroir. Lamiroir, mysterious songstress. Her quiet, deep song glides through the air, lilting above a sparse but elegant piano accompaniment. Now this is music. She's a real artist. Lamiroir says, we have long looked forward to this joint performance. Ah, Lamiroir, your voice. It is art. Yet without his piano to guide me, it is but a voice. Oh, so they're like a duo. I've seen this kid somewhere before. He plays piano at all of Lamiroir's concerts. He's cute, and he's a really good pianist. Good pianists are a dying breed, I hear. Allow me to introduce Machi Tobey. He is blind. This is why he never strays far from Lamiroir. They are always together. They're like characters from some fairy tale. I like how he has kind of a feather or bird theme going on. Lamiroir is so, what's that word? Exotic. Oh. Oh. And mysterious. She does seem quite pretty. At least her eyes do. Hmm. Hmm. Hey Dan, welcome in. Her sprite is so HD, I'm used to the DS quality. I know, yeah, the I guess remaster for the console is very, very nice looking. I'd have to go back and compare it to the original, but I mean, things are crisp. It is crispy in here. I watched someone play this, and they also couldn't pronounce her name, so they called her Lampshade. Maybe Lamp for short. I don't know if I want to go that far. Oh, hey, Lamp. Like... Oh, I'll just keep saying it the way I've been saying it. We'll just stick with that. Oh, boy. Oh, happy Pi Day. Oh, yes! I forgot. It's 3/14. Happy Pi Day, everybody. What's your favorite type of pie? Mine is apple. Hers is a kind of sightseeing musique. Huh? She travels the globe, putting the sights she sees into song. Even though her appearance and voice are exotic, her songs remind us of something close and warm. Sights into song? That's so poetic. She was gracious enough to put music to my lyrics tonight. The guitar serenade. Hope you enjoy it. I can't wait. And now it is time. For the next part, we're giving the Gaviners' hard rock a little rest. Lamiroir, the stage is yours. Band members will not play during Lamiroir's ballad. Only Machi's tender notes, tones, and Lamiroir's dulcet voice. And my guitar, of course. Woohoo! Nights like this make it all worthwhile, you know? Should have learned to play the guitar. There's not much romance in chords of steel. Shall we hit the stage, then? Good luck, Mr. Gavin. Take care your hearts aren't stolen away, yeah? Let's get back to the concert hall, Polly. I would like some background music. Sugar, sugar. Oh, that night, in your embrace. When you stole away the keys. My heart held on to so tight. I love the outfit. Pleasure. But a fleeting melody. Hello? It wraps itself around me! And now through the air I fly. I'm scared. I'm scared! Whoa! Huh? Whoa! Burning on in my heart fire. Burn my love away. All away. Oh shit! Like a bullet of love. Fire. Take my life away. All away. They did a magic trick too. Guitar, guitar. Up together to the sky. He's trying to put out the fire. That wasn't part of the show? What is going on? July 7, 9:05 p.m. Backstage hallway. Oh my god. Hey, Cryptic, welcome in. Oh, Jesus. Why was he so orange? He was so orange. Hello? Whoa, cape be upon ye. Oh, Florence Welch and that blonde Ace Attorney guy. Good lord. Oh, I also love apple pie. Oh yeah, chicken pot pie. Lemon meringue pie. Oh, I haven't had lemon. Oh, have I? Have I had lemon? No, I think I have. I have. Coconut lime meringue pie is where the fun is. Ooh. Ooh. Went to the tanning salon too many times. Wow, wasn't Lamiroir amazing? I even cried a little. I was surprised Prosecutor Gavin actually burned his guitar. Yeah, that even surprised me, and I'm a magician. What a production. What a destruction. I don't think Prosecutor Gavin was expecting it either, oddly. He looked as surprised as I was. Is that what they call risking life and limb for art? I think he's my new hero. I'm not sure I'd call that art. Well, what are we doing here? Let's get going to Mr. Gavin's dressing room. There's 20 minutes to the last part of the show. How many breaks does this band need? All the breaks. July 7, Gaviner's dressing room. What the heck was that? I was never consulted about it. So sorry, Mr. Gavin, sir. I've asked the man in charge. I play new rock, not Great Balls of Fire. Speaking of fire, I have a good mind to fire whoever's responsible. He seems upset. Apollo Justice, were you the one who tried to torch me? Why would it be Apollo? Hey, I didn't do it! So much for risking your life for art. The guitar serenade is ruined. Ruined! Well, let's try to talk to him at least. I'm not sure that's the best move right now. There's some background music. Oh, it's just his theme. So this case is all about Mr. Guitar. Mr. Rock. Mr. Rock. I'm just gonna call him Mr. Rock now. Oh, hey Violet, welcome in. How's your Thursday? I hope everybody's Thursdays is going well. Just one more day till Friday. The other guitar says patrol. You know, isn't there a whole band? Why is it just him? I guess this is just his dressing room, and everyone else is separate. Okay, let's examine. Let's look around. What are we doing? Here we go. Let's look at everything. That guitar. That's the legendary AA400. The Red Badger. It is a Red Badger! Thought rock was supposed to be rebellious, not civic. Every aspiring guitarist wants one of these. They even paint their own guitars to look like it. Ah, the fickleness of youth. You should dye your hair Badger Red, too. I like my hair the way it is, thank you very much. Ah, the stubbornness of age. Look at this. What's a police recruitment poster doing here? There's a lot of police stuff in here. Rock on with the police. Maybe they're trying to trick kids into thinking the police are some kind of band. But that's just silly. Who would name a band the Police? There's gonna be a lot of, references in this one. I see. I see! Okay. Oh no! I just got shocked by my laptop. You alright? Is your hair okay? It's not sticking straight up? Oh god. That's not good. I saw a video of someone recently that got, like, really, really shocked. Oh, hurt pretty bad. Oh no. Yeah, they were like electrocuted by their laptop, and they posted the video because they thought it was funny that her boyfriend came into the room and tried to help with the laptop, and he also got shocked in the process. And they both just kind of ran away out of the room because they were both scared of the laptop. But I hope it's just a one-time thing for you. Oh gosh. Some guy with a stupid name like Sting, I bet, yeah. Let's take it all the way. That speaker looks familiar. Oh? Yeah, like the one for the PA system back in school. Oh, we have one of those in my classroom too. That's right, she's still in junior high. I feel old. How old is he? Isn't he like 20-something? That is not old. Police uniform hangs on the stand here. Ooh, I want to try it on. Nothing to see here. Move along. It's okay. You don't have to go that far to be special. I mean, you're not exactly the type who's just another face in the crowd. Really? You think so? I guess you're right. Now I feel like a meanie for making that insinuation. Weren't those also references just now? Everything in here is going to be references. Oh my god. Oh, it was slightly not in the plug. That could do it. That could do it. That's scary, though. What is going on the ceiling? This place is decorated like a high school dance. Though, I think our decorations were paper, not chains. The Gaviners are into chains. It's part of their image. Huh, no kidding. Ever since they used chains on the cover art for Gonna Lock You Up. They're really into the whole police thing, aren't they? It'd be cooler if they turned that red light on. They don't have to turn on the red light. Oh my god! It's almost painful how many references there are. Everywhere I look, they're gonna say something. Oh my god. Good lord. I mean, what is... Why does the changing room have this? Why is this necessary for the changing room? With the beige walls and the blue tile floor. Makes no sense. Got the symbol on the mirror there. Someone drew the Gaviners' mark in lipstick here. Lipstick? I'd like to wear lipstick someday. Oh? You don't use lipstick yet, Trucy? Daddy won't let me. Not until I learn to play piano, he says. I'll be waiting a long time then, I'm afraid. A long, long time. Ooh, a cruiser guitar. They sold those to commemorate 5 years of the band. Rocking it hard, under the speed limit. There's a cruiser bass, and a cruiser drum set, and a cruiser keyboard. Even a cruiser whistle. I'm not so sure about that last one. It's for blowing the whistle on criminals. I don't think that requires an actual whistle, Trucy. There's some food. Why is that plastic bowl of stew sitting there? It's plastic? Maybe they use it for interrogating bad guys. Fess up to what you did and we'll let you eat that stew. That's just mean. It gets worse. See, if the bad guy confesses, they say, okay, eat it. If you can. See? It's made of plastic! It's like, you don't know which ones are the real bad guys. I think you need to take a deep breath, Trucy. Look, it's a postcard of Lamiroir. What are these letters at the bottom? I've never seen these before. Is it just simply another language? It must be her native tongue. Originian. Originian, huh? Postcard added to the court record. Okay. I feel like they made up this language, right? I don't think that's a real one. Right? I'm sure there are some I don't know out there. If I'm wrong, you tell me. Oh. Oh god! Oh no! When I had a laptop, I had an opening in the cord of the charger, and when it bent, it would make a loud pop and crackle sound. And that's dangerous. That's a fire hazard. And that's not a joke. Oh dear god. Let's see, I think I have had other cables get like that before, but I would stop using them. But the most messed up my laptops ever got, I don't have a laptop right now. I decided to get a PC instead. But when I did have laptops, I would always keep them until they were literally physically falling apart. I remember one of my laptops, like the screen was basically just coming off of the laptop and disconnecting from everything else. I've had like a crack in the, not even the screen, but like the actual like case of the laptop. And like pieces of it just come off. It still works. I think I've had laptops where like the battery wants to fall out and I have to like tape it in place. Oh, my old laptop, the screen was taped on. There you go. Hey, whatever gives you another few months to a year, you know? Some more time so that you can save up a little bit longer for the next one. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I had to cover it with electrical tape. Cord was still usable, just had that dangerous opening. Oh dear god. That's why electrical tape is so useful. But still, that is scary. Oh no, I just bought this a few months ago. Better not be broken. And it wasn't just like a big buildup of static or anything? Man. Well, if you only bought it a few months ago, it might still be under warranty if there is something wrong. I definitely suggest looking into that and possibly taking it in sooner than later. Because there have been so many times where I should have taken in a technology sooner because it was still under warranty, but I just dealt with it and to the point that it was not dealable with anymore. And if I did, warranty was gone. Learn from my mistakes. It's 1 month over warranty. No! Oh, shoot! Accidentally voided the warranty on my PC. How? I know that there's ways you can. Is it like you opened it up and like once you actually open it up and take things apart, it voids it? Maybe it was just static. It was more hurty than usual. Right? Yeah. No, I get that. I mean, I've had some static shocks that were pretty bad, but just keep an eye out, I guess. Definitely if it happens more than once, you might want to take it in or something. You don't want to get electrocuted by your laptop. That's scary. All right, we have, I think, one more thing to look at. The gloves. Those are some pretty heavy-duty gloves. Maybe they have to carry around hot pots or something. They are a little thick. I couldn't even stuff a pigeon in those. A pigeon? That's exactly what I was thinking. That is exactly what I was thinking. Yep. Absolutely. You could fit a tiny dove in there. For sure. I don't think it would like it, though. What? I was taking out all the stuffing they put in when they deliver a PC, and apparently one of the things I took out voided the warranty? That's wild! It says so on the back and not the front. Oh my god. I feel like they do stuff like that on purpose sometimes, honestly. Just make you void your own warranty. That's BS. Alright, let's talk to the man, the flaming guitar. You mean the guitar? That wasn't part of the act? Part of the act? Who would burn up a guitar on purpose? A rock star? But it worked really well with the lyrics just then. Burning on in my heart, fire, burn my love away, all away. Wait, you think the audience thought it was... Sounds like he got lucky. They probably thought it was part of the act. At least I did. Oh, now everything's fine. He got lucky and he didn't realize it. Anyway, that guitar was the Ferrari of guitars. All the speed, all the sound, and all the price. If I burned one of those at every show, I'd go broke. Unusually frugal for a rock band. Try saying that to Mr. Gavin. Achung! Today's been one disaster after another. My hog won't run, my guitar case is broken. Daddy told me there'd be days like these. Oh! Oh my god. Oh, before we keep going, I've just been holding on to this and it is way too hot in here to just have this on me. So I'm gonna show y'all something that Capcom sent me. I got this cool hoodie. It's huge. Oh my god, I don't know if I could show it all. I think so? It's very comfortable. It is just a big hoodie that has Capcom creators on it. And it's super comfy. They sent it to everybody who's part of the Capcom creator program as just thanks for being part of it. I thought it was pretty cool that they sent me something. I always get excited when I get packages from places. Yeah, I like the color. It's kind of like an off-white, like eggshell. If I had to pin it down. Yeah, I've just been having that on my lap this whole time. I'm already sweating. It's so hot in here. Why did I not turn on the fan? That would explain it. Oh well. I don't want to stand up right now. I don't feel like it. I'm lazy. I'll turn it on later. But anyway. Yeah, that was cool. Let's see. Lamiroir's song. Wasn't Lamiroir's song incredible? You worked hard on it too, right, Mr. Gavin? Oh, thanks, Ruuuvo. Yeah, the left one. Thank you. Ruuuvo loves me. They turned on the fan. See, I didn't have to stand up. They did it for me. So kind. You worked on it too, right, Mr. Gavin? Ah, yes, thanks. It was a collaboration. A collab! I wrote the lyrics, and she wrote the melody. You know, I was surprised she could sing in English. I'm sure she practiced a long time for this day. Ah, here. Oh, it's all the lyrics. What's this? A lyric sheet. It's yours. Signed by myself and Lamiroir. We're gonna sell it for 50 bucks on eBay. Yippee! Thanks so much! All I ever get to sign are client defense agreements. Okay, we got the lyric sheet. Almost time for the third act of the night. Oh, there's more? Yes, Lamiroir's part is done. Now it's time for us to drop our groove again, yeah? Hope you're ready to catch it. Woohoo! Ready, Apollo? I think I'll pass. Eh? I like the bit with Lamiroir, but the rest could use a volume knob, turned way down. Apollo, you're getting old. Ah! Does 22 qualify as old to a 15-year-old? I mean, to a 15-year-old, probably. Not in general, though. Well, I'm going. Let the old folks rest backstage, yeah? Time to rock. Hey, you're older than I am! Oh my god. Alright. Let's get out of here. Hey, Amelia, welcome in. Thank you for the lurk. Hope you're having a good Thursday. It does. I'm 22 and all the kids at work say I'm elderly. Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. Don't get me started. That would make me... Man. What about us late 20s people? What are we supposed to do? I'm just gonna not listen to kids when they say that. How about that? Why should I care what kids think? Huh? They're kids. That just makes me sound older. Oh, if you look without Trucy, some stuff is different. Oh, shoot. Okay. You're already 1 foot and 2 hands in the grave? Dear God! Get a funeral plot ready according to my employees. Oh my God. Just wait. Just wait till they get to the same age, and then they will go through the same thing, and then they'll think, wait a second, 22 is not that old. It's too late. The karma's already happening. It will happen to them as it has happened to us. And so the cycle of life goes on. July 7, Backstage hallway. I'll try to go back if I can. Hey, it's you. That right kid. Detective Sky. I'll let that right kid business pass. Right, is he old or is he the right kid? Call me Emma. There's no need for titles once you've shared a bottle of fingerprinting powder. That's a new one. So, Emma, what are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm snacking. You think I want to be here? Me, in charge of security in this pit? Security? Something happened? There's no knowing with that glimmerous fop. Apparently, he's all upset because something was stolen. He wanted security back here during the concert. Where does he get off acting like he's some big rock star? He is a big rock star. Hey, you listening to me? So, where's this door here lead to? This one? That's Lamiroir's dressing room. Don't even think of going in there unless you want a piece of snack ooze in your face. Was that a sausage? Is she ever in a good mood, I wonder? What was that? Okay, hold on. I want to go look in the dressing room. Apparently, it's a little different. Let's see. That's an odd guitar. The design is that character I saw in the hallway, but with sunglasses. What a strange mascot. He looks like he's crying. He is crying. Since when was rock about crying? I should name this guy Emo. Oh my god. That police officer looks ready to rock. Some kids must see this and actually want to be cops. Somehow I don't think a rocking defense attorney would work too well. You sure about that? An old-fashioned speaker hangs from the ceiling. That must be to monitor what's happening out on stage. I think we have the same kind for my school's PA system. A police uniform. Next to it is a policeman's hat and a pair of handcuffs. Guess the band is really into the police. Must be Prosecutor Gavin's bad influence. I thought rock and roll was all about being rebellious. Thick leather gloves and sunglasses. Maybe I'll try these on. On second thought, no. They might be evidence for one of Prosecutor Gavin's cases. Just mixed in with everything else. A stack of Lamiroir's postcards. They have an air of mystery to them that matches her voice. I do love her cape. It has, like, constellations on it. A delicious bowl of stew, made of plastic. Isn't everything made of plastic these days? It's plastic in the water, plastic in the food. Oh, the bottom of the bowl has a G on it. Oh, they sell these at concerts? Whatever happened to t-shirts? That's interesting. What else? The ceiling again? Chains dangle from the ceiling. They aren't glimmerous, but I bet Detective Sky would have something to say about them. There's graffiti on the mirror, and lipstick. Wait, but the Gaviners are all guys. Maybe Prosecutor Gavin wears lipstick? Rock stars can wear lipstick, they can wear whatever they want. Anybody can wear whatever they want. That guitar looks like it was made out of a cop car door. That's right. Trucy's not here to set me straight. Now I feel kind of lonely. Oh! Alright, let's get out of here. Back to Emma. Oh no, it's Emma. The Gaviners. Emma? I've never seen someone eat snacks with such vehemence. Better give her a wide berth. Katonk? She snackooed me. She threw one at us? Lamiroir? Emma? Oh, she's busy snacking. Okay. Nope. She snackooed me! We've been snackooed. Maybe you want to show her something? Because I can only go back and forth. Oh wait, let's examine. Let's look around here too. Guilty. That's a pretty sturdy looking box there. Maybe it's an instrument case. There's a guitar next to it. Don't even think about taking that. I don't think I could even carry it. She snackooed me. She's gonna keep doing that, isn't she? The Gaviner's guilty as charged tour poster. They're plastered all over the place. It's annoying. Well, this is the concert venue. It makes sense. I'm sorry. I don't know why I can't read today. Why? Everyone here is already here. Why advertise to them? People like to see the poster at the concert. It's part of the experience. You have to find fault with everything I say. Talk? She snackooed me. The Gaviner's guilty as— oh wait, we already looked at the poster. I thought it was something different. We're gonna get snackooed again! Okay, this one. Come to think of it, I am a little thirsty. I'll have some tea. I think I'll get a water. I'll have tea. If you want tea so bad, go buy it yourself. She snackooed me. I'll take a tea. What is this? What's this? Some kind of headset earpiece? Why would someone leave this in the hallway? Maybe Lamiroir's bodyguard dropped it? Emma! Will you stop eating those snacks for 1 second and listen? Huh. If you think you're going to pull me away from my snacks just to hear you mumbling on and on about whatever, you're going to be sorely disappointed. At least I got her to stop munching. No clues here. Oh, oops. What's that odd-looking doll doing there? Oh! That's the blue badger. Did you try either talking or munching, but not both? She snackooed me. Serves me right for going out of my way. Sorry, I don't speak snackoos. That's Prosecutor Gavin's, Gaviner's dressing room. Not so much as a hand on the door and I'll snackoo you. I literally just went in and out of that room. In front of you. Hold on! But I just came out of there! Don't play smart with me. You got me. So this is Lamiroir's dressing room. If you even think about going in there, I'll— oh! What was that? Was that a gunshot? Something's going on. Oh, shit! You, out of my way. Emma! Emma! Lamiroir! Lamiroir! It's not locked. I'm going in. Oh, boy. Oh! Oh! There's the bullet holes. July 7, 9:30 p.m. Lamiroir's dressing room. Apollo and Emma could have been shot! What's that awful noise? Oh, it's the concert. Uh-oh! It's Lamiroir's manager, Mr. What's-his-name. Latouche! Oh no. Hey, you! Me? Watch this room for me. I have to call for backup. Right, understood. You want me to make sure no one comes in, right? And don't touch anything. I'll be right back. You're being left alone with the body? What's going on? Just talked to him and now... Oh, he's alive! He's alive. Mr. Latouche, can you hear me? Shot. I was shot. Who shot you? I don't know. Ask. Ask? Ask what? Ask. Witness. Witness. There was a witness? Who? Cold. So cold. Witness. You're cold? Don't worry. You're gonna be fine. Help is on the way. Can't see. Hang in there, Mr. Latouche. Tell me, who was the witness? The witness is Siren. Siren? How can a siren witness anything? Apollo! Oh, he's dead. Mr. Latouche! Yipes! Emma? What was that? Who's there? What's wrong? Emma, did you see anyone just now? Huh? No. I could have sworn I heard a door close. The concert's been cancelled. Backup's on the way. Is Mr. Latouche... He's dead, isn't he? That's terrible. I lost him. Hey, you're an attorney slash sort of detective, but you are not a medical professional. There was nothing you could do. Romain Latouche. Shot. And I heard his last words. The witness is the siren. Whatever that means. Apollo... The singer! She's literally called the Siren. July 7, Backstage hallway. Who is oh! This is one of the other band members. What is he wearing? Oh. So he's got like a shark theme going on. Okay. Alright! Venue's locked down. Took names and addresses before letting the crowd go. Good work, Darian. I'll let you know if I find out anything about the victim. Later. It's investigation time then, yeah, Fraulein Detective? I don't need some rock-and-rolling prosecutor to tell me that. One request I must make. Tell no one, on staff or otherwise, anything of this. Ooh, a gag order! No word gets out, other than that Mr. Latouche is dead. No word of the cause of death, or of the murder. Tell no one, not even Lamiroir? Not even her. We must keep everything under wraps. Oh, one other thing. I'll need your signature on this, Herr Forehead. Yours too, Fraulein. On that? An investigation request? Why just us? You two are civilians. It's standard procedure. That should be okay to sign, I think. Okay, so we got, Prosecutor Gavin's investigation request signed with great reluctance. Right, well, get started with the investigation. I'm on it already. Ah, and one tip for you. Huh? Me? Try not to get in the Fraulein Detective's way. She's in a foul mood today. Gee, I wonder why. You think? We were all questioned as witnesses. And now none of us can go home. We'll investigate, all right. Our way. To be continued. Oh boy. Yeah, here we go again. Is that a shark onesie? It might as well be. What do you call a fursuit for an animal without fur? The immediate thing that popped in my head is not pleasant. A skin suit. Just saying it out loud. Don't like that. Nope. Me either. Me either. And I'm the one that said it. You think he has shark fins on for shoes? Absolutely. I hope he does. A fin? See, that's a lot better. A fin suit. That's so much better. Somehow, I don't see us getting back to that crime scene anytime soon. Still can't believe I was there when it happened. Not an experience I care to repeat anytime soon. This is no time for, navel gazing? Let's crack this case. I worry about Trucy. She seems to have a very loose idea of what it means to be an attorney. Of course, that's not surprising considering who her father is. Something the matter? No. Let's get cracking. I'm the only one who was there. The only one who heard Mr. Lotus's last words. So I feel like he's gonna be a witness, too. The witness is Siren. First order of business is to find out what he meant by Siren. I think we should already know that. I was about to call him Phoenix. We should already know that, Apollo. Navel gazing is just sitting around thinking about stuff. Okay. I guess just like looking down at the ground, pondering, maybe. Just hear him slapping his way through the halls. Like he's got like scuba flippers on or something. Exactly. Let's look at everything. Let's see. Nothing there. And this is just the lyrics. Investigation request. To ensure the efficiency and secrecy of our investigation, the bearer is hereby ordered to speak to no one outside the investigation concerning any details of the case. District Police Chief. Okay. Alright. Yeah, you sit down and let your head droop down and look at your belly. Right. Hey Zoe, welcome in. Unfashionably late. Today was super busy, so I took 2 naps before coming. That's okay. No worries at all. You made it. And I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Welcome in. We're still pretty early on. We just witnessed the murder. Literally, like, 2 minutes ago. Okay. Let's see. Do we look at everything again? I don't really want to. I'll look at this one. It might be important. What's that? It looks like some kind of future phone. Not a phone. A transceiver. It's called a headset. What's a headset doing on the floor? Wait, do you think Mr. Lotus might have been wearing it? Like one of those bodyguards? I don't think he was wearing one when we first met. The LED on this thing is lit. It must be on. Okay, so we can't pick it up or anything. Let's go into... Oh! We got a few places we can go. I guess let's go into the band dressing room first. July 7, Gaviner's dressing room. Huh. Looks like nobody's here. Prosecutor Gavin's probably busy with the case, too. No rest for the wicked. No rest for us either, Apollo. Let's get rocking. Rock! Rock! I don't think there's anything... yeah. Everything's gonna be checkmarked. Okay. Let's get into this one. July 7, Lamiroir's dressing room. Oh, it's you. I figured you would come. You have to let us investigate the scene, please. You're attorneys, no? Shouldn't you wait until you have a client? Lotus did tell me to ask the witness the Siren. With his dying breath, no less. Doesn't that count? Glare at me all you want. You'll get no snacks from me. Please! Think of poor Lamiroir. Oh well, I suppose. You did find the body with me. Great! Let's get to it. Right! Just try not to touch anything. She's letting us look, and she's not munching her snacks. This bodes well. There are clues here. I can feel it. Leave no hanger unhung. No spot unspotted. Let's do it. Ooh, what a pretty brooch. Oh, Emma? You're not going to say, "Can I have it, please," are you? Oh. Look, you may be a cute little girl of 15, but that doesn't get you any special treatment with me. Oh. It's not healthy to envy the young, Emma. It's not about envy. It's about tampering with evidence. Note to self. Emma lacks a sense of humor. Use caution. You need to learn to respect your elders a little. Something seems so familiar about that brooch. It's been added to the court record. Found at the crime scene. Seems strangely familiar. It's probably something that Lamiroir was wearing, no? Yeah, I think it's what's right here in the center of her dress. I think so! Okay, what else we got in here? The forest thieves. Can't miss that. Are these bullet holes? Looks like it. There are 2 here in the wall. From the look of it, the victim was shot once in the shoulder. The first shot must have missed. But there are 2 holes. Wouldn't that mean 2 misses? The murder weapon is a .45 caliber revolver. It's very powerful. I believe what we're seeing here is the mark left by the second bullet after it passed through his shoulder. Ouch. Sounds painful. No kidding. I wonder about this murder weapon. Oh, I like how in this room, instead of chains, it's like feather boas. That speaker was blaring at the time of the murder. Well, you know, it's probably not... It's probably like streamers. I don't know why I thought feather boa. The texture just made me think of feathers. That's for monitoring the stage from this room. Monitoring? It pipes in real-time feed from the stage microphones. Useful for knowing when your set is coming up. Yes, I seem to recall it being loud and vaguely musical. It made it hard to hear Mr. Latusse's last words. Oh, brooch! No, you're right. It's just, it's spelled brooch, so I just automatically said it that way. But no, I know it is brooch. What's wrong? What's wrong with me? You're right. Got laughed at in school for calling it like it's spelled, yeah. I still get laughed at today on stream all the time. Because I mispronounce things every day. I thought it was feather boas too. I'm realizing it's like tinsel. Yeah, it's like, yeah, some kind of like party decoration tinsel thing. Oops. There we go. There's another Gaviner's poster here. I'm just about sick of seeing those personally. Maybe I'll tear it down. Haha. No tampering with the crime scene, Emma. Maybe there's something else I can tear to shreds. Don't look at me! What's this poster? Let's see. This summer, a Legal Eagles production of Case Closed. Looks like a poster for a different show. One I wouldn't mind seeing real soon. Huh. Another ladder. Oh my god. Actually, it's technically a step ladder. Well, hello, Miss Fancy Pants. Please, forgive my lack of ladder discrimination. I'm less worried about the stepladder and more worried about why it's there. Why is the ladder there? Well, to climb, right? To reach something on the ceiling? It is right below a vent. Interesting. I still say it's a stepladder. Okay. Okay, Trucy. Apollo! Look at that thing! It's huge! That's a TV! Yeah. A wide, flat-screen TV. I want one of those. You'll be wanting for a long time on your salary, Junior. Wait till you're as famous as Mr. Wright was, then dream. I don't think Daddy was ever rich, even when he was in law. Great. Just stomp on my dreams, why don't you? I know it's a running gag, but I have never found the stepladder thing funny. I think that it's just like... It's ridiculous, and at this point, they just keep referencing it, because it's like, it's a thing now. It's a thing. They made it a thing. But it is a thing. I guess we'll look at the table. Ooh, Apollo. Can I eat some of those, please? Absolutely not. I know. But still, I yearn. I yearn. I want. I crave. Look, you're not the only one eyeing that fruit here. Well then, what are we waiting for? Let's eat. Right. Whoa, stop it. Are you too crazy? Emma, you of all people should know better. But she tempted me. She's a temptress. Don't call her that. Please grow up. Please. I think that's it for this side. Okay. And now the side with the dead body. Okay. I guess we'll look at him first.
That's a body, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know if she should be saying this.
Sure is. The victim, no less. Let's take a closer look.
Eek! Go ahead, Apollo. You first. Me? No, you should go first, Trucy. Really? She's 15! Don't make her look at a dead body!
Will you two stop bickering and get over here?
She's munching on Snackoos again. Hope she's not too annoyed. Can I back out? I can back out. Let's look at the other stuff first. She's seen worse? Has she? Did she see worse in case 1 and 2? Worse than a dead body? I can't think of anything. Emma just wanted validation in her yearning of the fruit. Don't we all? Don't we all? Let's look at this one. What an amazing bouquet. I mean, it's giant. Not sure I approve. It'd be better if this flower was a bit more... Oh. The flower fell off! What happened to preserving the crime scene, Emma? It's fine. Fine. I'll just put it back, see? How scientific. Seeing these mirrors lined up like that makes me think I'm really in a dressing room. You are in a dressing room. This must be makeup. I've never heard of most of these brands. Maybe they're Borginian?
All I know is they sure don't make for much of a clue.
Right? And there's the gun, I guess. This is one of those, things, right? At the barber's?
A permanent dryer.
Want me to curl those bangs of yours? No thanks.
Better not mess with his hair, Emma. It's part of his identity, you know.
I mean, it really is. Look at all these presents. Lamiroir sure is popular.
Oh, I wonder what's inside. We can't open them, can we?
Probably not a good idea. You never know what you might find in one of these boxes. Bombs, razors, ransom notes. It could be anything.
I'm never having a birthday party again!
Do not open! Let's open it.
Look, there's a little window over here. Maybe the killer escaped through that.
It's barely big enough for me to get my head through. Not to mention, it only opens a crack.
What? I was just saying it's possible.
Right, right. No harm in that. Except I'm pretty sure it is impossible. You could peek into the room through it, though, you know? Okay, we'll have to remember that. Okay, now I think we can look at this. What would it look like if he curled his bangs? Like one of those gazelles with curly horns? I would like to see it. Okay, we already saw this dialogue. Looking at the body. Okay.
Apollo, look at this hand.
He's holding something. Hey, no touching. You can throw all the snacks at me you'd like, Emma. But sooner or later, you're going to run out of them.
You raise a good point. I'm a bit intrigued by this scene. Let's take a look. See there? He's holding something. What's this?
Oh! Keyring?
You think it might belong to the killer?
Certainly a possibility. What an unusual keyring. And what unusual keys. Did that say Goral? Goral! And then there's a guitar key. This could be a vital clue. Mr. Latouche died clutching this. Note the heart-shaped ring. Okay. Oh, girl! We can still look at it? The body was holding a key ring. I wonder what it could mean.
It must mean something.
It doesn't look like the kind Mr. Latouche would use. So the question is, whose key ring was it? Well, you're practically a detective there, Apollo.
Practically.
I'm glad it brings them so much joy to mock me. Oh, he tried to write something.
Is that blood? Why don't you examine this one, Apollo? You know more about, red stuff than I do. Yep.
Says who? Something is strange about this blood, though. Is that what it looks like? I think so. Tried to write something. But that... Was that there before when we were trying to help him? I don't remember that being there. Okay, so there's nothing else to look at. That is it. I'm surprised we can't look at the wound or anything. Like, just comment on it. Okay, we can look at the gun. This is the murder weapon, isn't it? This revolver? Oh, it was there. I was trying to read it while he was dying. I did not even notice it. I was just... I guess I was reading the text, and I was, like, looking at his face, blinking as he was dying. That's all I noticed. That's right. A big .45 caliber revolver.
Wow. I wonder who brought this in here. I thought only police were allowed to have one of those.
Interesting. Why are you giving me that look? I didn't do it. I didn't. Listen, I was out in the hall eating snackoos when it happened. I know, I know. No one here thinks you did it, Emma. It's hard to tell with you sometimes, Apollo. Hey, what have I done?
Wait, if the killer brought a revolver, it must mean they had planned this from the start. That's right?
Probably. A murder weapon. A deadly high-caliber revolver. Hey, something else to look at. .45 caliber revolver. Very deadly.
You know, Apollo, I was wondering, what's a caliber? And what does the 45 mean?
Huh? You want me to tell you? It's the size of the barrel. Simply put, the larger the caliber, the bigger the round. The bullet, in other words. Bigger bullets do more damage. Wow, chalk 1 point up for forensic science. You know it.
But it's not 45 inches, right? That would be too big. What's the unit of measurement they use, Miss Science? Well?
Hush. Kids shouldn't ask so many questions. Oh. Okay, I think that is it. We can also go look at the stage, so I think we should do that. Can we talk to her? Yes. Okay, let's do that first. The victim. Mr. Romain Latouche, wasn't it? He was Lamiroir's manager and interpreter, apparently. This was his first time in the country.
So I'm guessing he didn't know many people here.
It doesn't seem likely. Nor can I think of anyone with a motive to murder him. Except for one person, of course.
One person? Who?
Lamiroir. No one here might have had a motive, but she's from...
What are you talking about?
Hey, it was Emma's idea. I said nothing. Always with the snacks.
He's a big man, or was. I don't think even I would win in a fight with him.
Which is why whoever it was used a revolver, I'm guessing. We've sent a request to the Borginian embassy for more info on him. The crime. Well, you and I know more about the crime than anyone.
You do?
That's true. It was us who found the body.
What? I guess that's what I missed for watching the concert.
Hey, I wish I was watching the concert. Anything would be better than this. Well, we know the crime took place during the concert. And when we heard the shot and entered the room, the killer was already gone.
What? But that doesn't make sense. You came in when you heard the shot and no one was here? How did they leave the room?
That window's a little too small, isn't it? Mystery of the disappearing killer. I think they went up that ladder! They went up that damn ladder. So I don't know if I should present anything to her. I think that we should probably just go to the last place we haven't looked at yet. The stage. It was a ghost, of course. It always turns out to be a ghost. And then they go to ghost jail, like usual. July 7, in the wings.
The stage looks empty.
I was hoping to get a chance to talk to Prosecutor Gavin.
Oh well. Nothing to do but go to the crime scene, I guess.
Yes. Never mind. Okay, we can look around, but there's nothing to do here. I guess I have to present something to her. Ghost jail, aka hell. Exactly. Now that's a big instrument case.
That's a case for a contrabass, I think.
You could fit 20 violins in there, I bet.
It may look like a violin, but it's a completely different instrument.
You could fit 5 Trucies in there, I bet.
Hey, are you comparing me to an instrument? I wonder who left it sitting open like that.
Another ladder? Look, a ladder! I guess they need one to work on the lights and such.
Why don't they use a stepladder? I prefer stepladders, actually. Is that so wrong?
Not wrong, just, well, why do you prefer stepladders?
They're so much more flexible than plain old ladders.
I prefer my ladders rigid and stable, thank you. Okay. Alright.
What a big stage. It's on a whole other scale than the Wonder Bar.
The lights were so bright I couldn't see the whole first part of the concert. You know, I will say, I don't necessarily feel like the ladder stuff is, like, super unfunny or anything. Like, it's just a silly gag they have going throughout the whole series. But I do feel like they're kind of pushing it a lot in this game. Like, almost every scene, there's a ladder, you know? And then they comment on it. I'm just like, why I got so many ladders? You don't have to look at the ladder. I know I don't have to look at the ladders, but I'm trying to see all the flavor text, you know? I'm trying to look around, explore. They always take the ladder option. They just can't help themselves, can they? The lights were so bright I couldn't see the whole first part of the concert.
I'd love to do my act on a stage like this someday.
Just hold back on the lights for my eyes' sake, please.
You'll be too blinded by my magic to worry about lights.
Probably don't want to blind the audience if you plan on showing them magic. Hey, what else? Piano. Piano!
Wow, that piano looks much bigger up close. Machi played so beautifully.
Yeah, like a real pianist.
That's just silly, Apollo. How can you call someone as good as Machi a pianist? Why, that's like throwing him in the same class as Daddy.
Good thing Mr. Wright didn't hear that one. Don't talk about your father that way. Look at all these electronic devices. I'm guessing they have something to do with sound.
I guess when we can fiddle. Let's see here.
Don't touch that.
A healthy curiosity is the key to a good investigation. When in doubt, fiddle. That's what Daddy always says.
To require parental testing, clearly. I think that is it. Yes, okay. Let's skedaddle. So I guess let's present stuff to MR. You know, I haven't been saying it that way this whole game, but for some reason today I want to keep calling her MR. The ladder thing is like, it's a gag that started in the first trilogy of Ace Attorney, where Phoenix and Mia were just like arguing over whether that, what we just looked at, or what's in the background right there, is a ladder or a step ladder. And they would just argue about which one it actually is. To the point where I don't even fucking know what it is anymore. It's just, I just call it a ladder because step ladder is too many letters and ladder is quicker to say. I don't really care about what it is classified as. It's a ladder, either way. But Phoenix and not Mia, I'm sorry. Maya would argue about it. Oh. Emma, no, the condensation. Oh no, Emma, the victim is dead. Must have happened in real life and is an inside joke between devs. I don't know how it started, you know, like what made the devs do it, but it's both. It's just how specific the person wants to be. That's the real answer. That's the truth of the situation. I guess let's present something. Let's just go down the line. Sorry. Can't comment on anything not scientifically relevant. I am a forensic scientist, after all. A self-styled one, at least. Okay, nothing on there. We could try to go back to the other room and see if anything happens. It's funny because these last three are very scientifically... Oh, here we go. The gun. So this is the murder weapon? This revolver is incredibly heavy. It's been fired twice. You can still smell the gunpowder. That's odd. What's odd? Hmm? Oh, nothing.
Hey, no fair! Tell us!
It's just something about this revolver seems strange. Strange? Hmm... Yeah, I didn't look at everything. Sort of pin fastener for attaching things to clothes. Not a safety pin type, though.
So if it's not a safety pin, is it a danger pin?
I suppose if you stuck it in your eye, then yeah, sure. Oh! But you could do that with a safety pin, too, for that matter.
Thanks for taking the fun out of my danger pin.
Ah, you're driving a danger pin through my heart here. Girl. You won't believe it, but I just witnessed a murder. Of fashion. There are 3 keys on this heart-shaped keyring. This middle key is shaped like a guitar.
I get it. It must be the key to a guitar case.
A guitar case key. I'll bet I know who this belongs to. Ah. Perhaps we do. Oh, it even has a symbol on it, too. Interesting. Okay, let's look at the gun now. The middle of the weapon is a revolving chamber. That's where you load the bullets. A revolver, see?
Revolver, revolver. That sounds a bit like Wonder Bar. Especially if you say it really fast.
I guess.
You know what I always used to think? I used to think the closest sound to Wonder Bar was one liver. There's just so many words in the world, Apollo. Isn't it amazing?
So many different words, so many different people. People like Trucy. Oh, Trucy. Yikes. Don't point that thing at me.
Don't worry. I'm an old hand with firearms. I have one that shoots bullets, quote-unquote.
I don't want it shooting any bullets, thank you.
Not those bullets, silly. My gun shoots bullets, the magic cat.
A cat comes out of a gun?
I can tell by your expression you've never heard of that trick. It's a great one.
Honestly, that one sounds halfway interesting. So she said it looked interesting. I see a little symbol right there. Yeah, zoom in. No? No, it's too pixelated to be important. That's how you can tell in video games. I didn't see anything weird about it, but maybe we'll see it later. There's nothing. It's a giraffe? Is it? It almost looks like one. Alright. I think that is it. Maybe we can, go back to the other room and see if something's different there. Let's see. Not really. Oh, maybe now we want to go back to the stage. That's probably what it is. No? Yeah, is there something new to talk about with her? We did present the gun. Oh, maybe she's gonna explain the weird thing about the gun. I'm sorry. I don't know why I didn't think to talk again. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, the murder weapon. Thank you. That makes a lot of sense. I just didn't have any sense in me in that moment. It's like how TV shows or movies run a joke into the ground. Right, like they're really pushing the stepladder joke at this one, to the point where I'm starting to notice it. I'm like, wait a second. It's a little much. Oh no, Emma, you dropped your snarkos. Oh. Oh my god, Violet. You know, I know that scene just because it became like a joke on, you know, like social media. I never actually watched it. It's just one of those things I missed growing up and I didn't watch. Like I think I remember what it's about, but what are you on about, Trucy? I don't know. She's always on about something. It just looks like a giraffe to me. Oh. Well, let's say it's a giraffe then. We'll make your dream come true. The murder weapon. What do you think about this revolver? Well, it's pretty big and heavy. That's right. It's a .45 caliber. That makes it one of the deadliest revolvers around. Even the police don't carry guns this big. Really? Yeah. It doesn't make sense. You don't need so much power to kill at such close range. It's overkill.
I'm not sure I see the problem. I mean, whenever I go out to eat curry, I order it extra spicy just to be sure it's spicy. Of course, I can only ever eat 1 or 2 bites.
And that's not a problem?
There's another thing about a gun this big. Puts a lot of strain on the shooter.
Strain?
Yeah. Say if you were to fire this revolver, recoil would probably dislocate your shoulder.
Ooh!
Ouch! It's like the shooter's a victim too! Yeah, the killer used this revolver and quite well. I'm guessing whoever did it was used to shooting.
Used to shooting a high-caliber weapon.
Well, that's about it. I think we've looked at just about everything there is.
I guess you're right.
I know how you're feeling. It is hard to know when to stop. But anything more involved has to wait until the squad gets here. I suppose. I'll go report the evidence. Sorry, but could you wait here till I get back?
Huh? Oh, actually, we have to...
Great, thanks.
She left.
What do we do, Apollo? She told us to wait.
Great. Now how am I supposed to investigate?
Oh well, I guess it can't be helped. Let's go.
Huh? Oh.
Time's a-wasting, Apollo. We've got a lot of ground to cover.
Well, that's true, but on second thought, why not? I'm sure everything will be fine. What?
Of course it will. Let's go.
We're just gonna leave... We're gonna leave the crime scene unattended? We can't do that. Someone has to stay here to watch. Oh boy. July 7, Backstage hallway. Hello? Ah! Who's there?
We didn't just imagine that, did we?
He was wearing a silk hat. Friend of yours?
Hardly.
Whoever that was, he sure looked suspicious. He just disappeared? Hello? I don't know where we're supposed to go now. Let's try the dressing room. No? Okay, the stage. Here we go. Okay, July 7 in the wings. There he is. There's the man! It's so silly. The funniest part about it for me is in season 2, this other girl gets mermaid powers and the main 3 hate her and say she misuses them and is evil. But they also misuse their powers and do evil things all the time. It's just that she isn't their friend, so she's not allowed to do it. Oh my god. He said peace and faded it out. Yep. I think I should do that too, honestly. Bye. Just left alone with your thoughts. For 5 seconds, and even that was too much. What is it with today? Problem after problem. Achoo! You ain't kidding.
It's the 2 leading members of the Gaviners, Apollo. Klavier on vocals and Darien on guitar. They're so cool.
I have a hard time thinking of Klavier as anything but a prosecutor, honestly.
Huh? What are they arguing about?
Probably the case, I'd bet.
My hog won't start. My guitar case is busted. My guitar's been burnt to a crisp, and to top it all off, someone's dead. And then there was that performance just now. What was that all about?
Hey man, don't blame me. You were the one who missed the cue.
Me? Miss a cue? How could I conceivably get the most important part of the song wrong? How? And what was all that tinny playing of yours?
Who you calling tinny?
Sounds like they're having a spat. One of those differences in musical direction bands are always splitting up over.
This is hardly the time.
What are you two doing here?
Oh, hiya.
We were just discussing the investigation, if you don't mind.
Sorry. Wait, you were what?
Listen, you need to confirm that with the Republic of Borginia, Detective Crescend.
Right. Anything else? What did he just call him? Detective? No way. Ah, greetings. Looks like a torpedo.
Darian Crescend, Criminal Affairs, Division 3.
Hello? Criminal Affairs?
Ty, Apollo, you really don't know anything about the Gaviners, do you?
Something tells me that's about to be remedied. Are they all, like, cops? They're literally the police! Why is his name Piano when he plays guitar? Guitar in German is just Gitarre, so it's too obvious. Why can't he be the pianist? That's not rocker and cool enough. Piano is too polite. We need a rock star. I guess, like, I could see a prosecutor playing piano. You know what I mean? Like, that, I feel, fits in line with the character of a lawyer, prosecutor person. But rock star, that's out of the norm, you know. In Japanese, his name isn't Piano. Oh, yes! I think we talked about that. What is the pun in Japanese? Okay, we gotta figure this out. About the crime.
Which crime do you mean?
The murder. What else?
Oh, that. For me, today has been a hit parade of crimes, you see.
Prosecutor Gavin was singing the blues earlier, wasn't he? Something about his hog and his guitar case.
Anyway, I'm afraid you know more about the killing of Mr. Latouche than I do. For now, at least.
Huh?
You were the one who found the body, yeah? While we were in the middle of a performance, no less.
Aren't you going to examine the crime scene, Prosecutor Gavin?
I'll leave that to Fraulein Detective. Wouldn't want to step on her toes.
They're not exactly best buddies, are they? Emma and Prosecutor Gavin, I mean.
Well, what to do next? We've already checked out the scene. Prosecutor Gavin may be right. We might be the most informed for once.
Maybe Prosecutor Gavin can shed some light on things we found.
So, basically, present stuff.
I don't believe you, Apollo. How can you come to this concert and not know about the Gaviners?
It's not surprising. Why, even our ancestors knew nothing of America's existence once.
I know America exists.
The Gaviners aren't just an average rock band, Apollo. Each member is connected to the police somehow.
The police? Capitalized?
The real police. By day, they pack heat, but by night, they heat up the stage. By day, those lips interrogate. By night, they sing songs of unrequited passion.
Okay. That's my reaction. Just, okay. I guess. I guess.
They debuted 7 years ago with 13 Years Hard Time for Love. Then came Love with No Chance of Parole and My Boyfriend is the Prosecution's Witness. The list of hits goes on and on.
This here's my right-hand man, Darian Crescend. I make the melodies and he attacks them with his guitar. He's a bit of a rogue, really. And this guy's a bit of a perfectionist. When a performance goes the least bit wrong, he goes into this funk, just like today.
I'd hope murder would be a bit more off-putting than a ruined concert.
Concert today? A disaster. I'll get to the bottom of this and then we'll see who missed a cue.
Missed Q? They were arguing about that before.
Great. I love nothing more than questioning tormented artists. Great. Ah, okay, so in Japanese his name is Kyoya Garyu. In his Japanese name, his first name's kanji means echo. Okay, so just like music related.
What's this missed cue you keep talking about?
Haha, you heard it, didn't you? From the audience.
Actually, I didn't notice anything.
See, no amateur is going to pick up on that.
The way his hair is flopping around, I hate it.
Can you guarantee an entire audience of amateurs? No. Now take a listen to this.
What's that?
A mixing board. We used it to record our concert tonight.
Aren't we supposed to be investigating a murder?
Well, we've come this far. Might as well go all the way. I've always wanted to learn about the recording industry.
This is but one of the devices used in recordings. We're a 5-part band.
Oh, sorry.
This lets us record each member's performance separately.
So it's just his theme.
You use the sliders to adjust the volume for each part. Check it out.
I can mess with it? Oh. Oh. I'm not doing this.
Wow, neat! So could you say hear only the drum part?
Of course. That's how we'll find the criminal guilty of missing his cue tonight.
More concerned with the other criminal. The one who kills people.
You want help on the case? Then help me with mine.
I guess rock and roll comes before prosecuting.
Let's begin. First, we bring up the part of the performance in question. You simply choose the section of the song you wish to hear on the uppermost bar. Like so. There it is. Now listen.
Is something wrong?
You couldn't hear it? Listen again, closely.
The timing's a little off, isn't it?
See? There, right at the most important part. And even an amateur can hear it.
An amateur with a mixing board, maybe.
You're missing the point. We'll never stamp out crime until we're perfect. Perfect!
Here he goes again.
Right. Herr Amateur, you will prove my point.
Huh? Me?
We'll find the missed cue. You will tell us which instrument, which part, is the guilty party.
But how?
Did I not just explain it? Move the sliders with L and L to adjust the volume for each part. Then you will find the part that hopelessly bungles the cue with L and L. You'll find it with your untrained amateur ears.
Nothing to do but try, Apollo.
Yes. I'll admit, this looks kind of fun.
First, a quick review. Use L and L to adjust a part's volume. Jump to another section of the song with L and R.
Oh.
And use L and L to switch parts, right?
Got it. Use L to find the L.
Once you've found the guilty part, press X to point it out. Time to rock.
Alright. Let's see. And then play. Okay. So let's turn down everything and listen to one at a time, right? Whoops. Okay. Was it the piano? That sounded good. Oh, no. Okay, it's super obvious, so it's this one. Okay. This part is off.
Which is that? Second guitar.
Ah!
It was you, Darian.
Oh, well. Looks like the cat's out of the bag.
Oh, well, that's all you have to say? That kind of attitude lets killers walk free, Darien.
Here they go again.
Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to ask about the concert. It's starting to feel like we're just wasting time.
It's all experience under our belts. That can't be bad.
Mixing board added to the court record. Allows music to be played in separate tracks. I still can't get over the title for that song. Guilty Love? Okay. Maybe we want to look at it? Oh, so we just have this now. Well, I didn't listen to one. I am curious. Sounds good. We can just play that whenever. Cool. Use the L, Apollo. Put it right up to your forehead. These L's just don't stop, and they don't stop. They don't stop. Yep. Yep! You got it! You got it! Did I look at anything? I don't think so. We've talked to him. We could present things to him. But before I do that, I am going to take a little bit of an early break. I should be back in about 5 minutes or so. And when I return, we will figure out what to do next, but we're basically just going to keep investigating. I'm wondering if we'll be able to just finish the first day of investigation today and maybe start on the case next time. Or not the case, but start on the courtroom next time. But we'll just have to see how long it takes. Maybe investigation's going to be really short, but we shall see. Either way, BRB. Alright, we're back to it. Oh yeah, that sound effect is only for me. Only I can do that one. If I gave you that power, it would be too much power! It would be too much power! Oh, latency way off on the TV. I've noticed that too, honestly. Anytime I watch a Twitch stream on my TV, it's always behind, even mobile or my computer. I don't know what it is. Ruuuvo! Don't get us started! Don't get us started! Yeah, get thwomped. Get fucking thwomped, mate! Emma! Get thwomped! Oh... up here. Maybe because I wasn't listening closely, but I couldn't hear what was off. Oh yeah, it was the guitarist. He just like at a certain point messed up. It was really obvious when like you're listening. Oh. Yeah, just spamming it. Just spamming it. Oh no, Emma! They fucking thwomped him! There you go. Okay, what am I doing? Presenting. Let's present stuff to him and see what he says.
Sorry, but I'm not in the mood to talk about that right now. Even I can only take so much in one day.
Funny, I always thought of Prosecutor Gavin as one of those cool stoic types. The sort that never complains. How wrong I was.
I wrote those lyrics, you know. Though it was Lamiroir who gave them life.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Maybe I should try to write some lyrics someday. You jealous?
Oh no, Mario! He got thwomped!
Okay, so he doesn't care about the brooch. What about these? I was wondering if you knew anything about this.
That.
Does it look familiar?
Familiar. It's mine. That's my keyring. I've been looking all over for it.
What? This is yours, Mr. Gavin?
You knew it.
Hello. How can you make that I knew it face? This is the keyring that was...
Yeah, I know.
Thanks, anyway. So, where did you find it?
Actually, the victim was holding it. Like he was trying to keep it from the killer, even if it meant his life.
What? The victim? You mean Mr. Latouche had my keys? Indeed. When will my trials be over?
When you stop being a prosecutor?
Speaking of trials, I've never heard Mr. Gavin whine in court like he has been today.
Emma was right about the fop. I'll give her that.
Hello. Mr. Gavin, maybe we can help. Tell us about your troubles today.
I really don't think that's...
Tell us. And we'll keep mum about the key ring for now.
Are you blackmailing me, Fraulein?
Maybe a little bit.
Gavin's troubles. You were saying something about your motorcycle not starting?
And something about your guitar case being busted?
You're well informed.
You mentioned it a few times.
It all happened this morning. It's all this keyring's fault.
Keyring?
It's got all my keys on it, yeah? My bike key, my car key, and the key to my guitar case.
Wait, so this key ring...
It disappeared. I thought I'd put it in my jacket pocket.
Prosecutor Gavin's keyring disappeared?
I had to come to the concert by taxi. How embarrassing. And in order to get my guitar out, I had to break the lock.
Wait, this guitar wasn't the one that...
The very one. Up in flames. And right on stage, too.
I actually thought that was part of the show.
Crazy. And to top it off, Mr. Latouse's life was taken. Nobody told me about days like these. Not even Mama.
Strange days indeed.
You think?
What's wrong, Trucy?
Well, I was just trying to make sense of everything. First, this heart-shaped keyring gets stolen, and a very expensive guitar flares up on stage. Then Mr. Latouse dies.
Yes, and?
Would it all really be just a coincidence?
Coincidence? Meaning? Darian, can you make any sense of all this?
Hey, don't look at me.
What do you think, Apollo?
Huh?
I mean, either Mr. Gavin's having a really bad day, or all this was planned.
You aren't thinking what I think you're thinking. Are you, Fraulein?
I am thinking what you think I'm thinking. Are you thinking that I'm thinking what you're thinking that I'm thinking?
I don't think I did that right.
I am.
I think so?
What?
What? Hey, don't leave me in the dark with Spike here. The name's Apollo, but yeah, I agree. Yeah, he's one to call someone names about their hair. Also, I think every time I've read a line from him, it's been a different voice. So we're just gonna work through it, and eventually something concrete will stick. The name's Apollo, but I agree. Don't leave us in the dark. What are you talking about?
Haven't you noticed a connection, Apollo? A curious connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles today?
Well, I think so. And I'll save just in case I didn't get it. You think so? I think that you think that I think so. You know, something was bugging me too. That key ring and the guitar and the body.
Slow down there, Polly. You look a wee bit dizzy.
He's bluffing. He hasn't figured it out. Fess up if you're a man. You're as clueless as I am. Huh?
No. Give Hair Forehead a chance. Let's see your evidence of the connection, shall we?
Evidence? I'd better think of something pronto.
Come on. Let's see it. What's the connection between all of Mr. Gavin's troubles?
Now they're putting me on the spot! I know, I don't like how his hair moves like that. I don't like it. Let's see. I mean, it would just be the keyring, wouldn't it? The connection is this, right?
I would say you were close, but really you're kind of far. Remote, even.
Oops. Try not to anger the Trucy, Apollo. No sudden motions, just find that evidence slowly. Let's see it! What's the connection? Okay, what's that one? Oh. It's the lyrics! Interesting! You stole away the keys. Fire, burn my love away. A bullet of love. Wow. Yeah, it's the lyrics.
It's this, isn't it? A lyric sheet. Guitar serenade. What's that got to do with anything?
Sorry, I just gave a Klavier's voice.
It has everything to do with everything.
I'm cycling through like every voice I'm familiar with. Every time I read his lines. 2 of them. They just sound the same. Can I just make them sound the same? I think that would also be hilarious. If they just both had the same voice. They're both rock stars.
It has everything to do with everything. Though I wouldn't have believed it if the Fraulein hadn't pointed it out. What are you talking about, man? Enough with the riddles. Maybe it is a coincidence, or perhaps it means something. Don't you think, Fraulein?
I do. Everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin today is predicted in the lyrics to this song.
What? No way.
Look, just think about everything that's happened to Mr. Gavin. Let's list them in the order that they occurred. While reading this lyric sheet,
first the keyring was stolen.
And not just any keyring, a heart-shaped keyring.
That's right here. When you stole away the keys my heart held onto so tight. This is a heart holding keys.
And next, his
guitar burst into flame. Not his heart! His guitar. Burning on in my heart. Fire, burn my love away.
And then Mr. Latouche was killed.
Like a bullet of love, fire, take my life away. But that's crazy.
Yeah, no kidding.
So everything that happened today here? This song predicted it all? Or perhaps it was the other way around.
Huh?
The criminal could have based their crime on the lyrics.
But who would go through all that trouble?
Someone who moves in mysterious ways, no doubt. I believe you stumbled upon something quite vital and quite annoying, Fraulein.
She looks pleased.
The lyrics predicting the crime. Klavier? Seems a bit more than just a coincidence to me. I have to agree. The keyring, the guitar, and the murder.
The keyring might have been dropped by accident.
Yet the victim was holding it. Hard to think that it was unconnected.
That's true. Prosecutor Gavin's as calm and collected as ever.
So the criminal matched their actions to the lyrics?
That sounds likely.
Why would anyone do that?
While we think about that, I'm going to get cracking on the biggest crime here. I'm going to talk to the Borginian embassy about this Mr. Latouche. Ah, right. Thanks, Darian, who sounds just like me. I'll leave the pondering of mysteries to you. I'm out of here. A foreign national, Mr. Latouche, was killed. It seems like that would have to be the point of all this. But they did more than that. They left us with not only a murder, but a mystery.
A murder mystery, you could say.
Mr. Gavin sure is irritable today.
Maybe this is the real Prosecutor Gavin we don't get to see in the courtroom.
I've had enough, frankly. If you find any more mysteries, do me a favor and keep them to yourselves, yeah?
Yeah. I guess this is all we're going to get from Prosecutor Gavin. That leaves Lamiroir to question. Prosecutor Gavin, do you know where Lamiroir is now?
Ah, I had her go to my dressing room. With that pianist Machi Tobe. Machi Tobe, of course. She seemed rather shocked by Mr. Latouche's sudden passing.
The Gaviner's dressing room. Got it. Alright, let's go.
Let's move.
Lamiroir. Yeah. It's the best I can do. I'm doing my best. Lamiroir. July 7, Backstage hallway. Lamiroir. Lamiroir. Who's there? Again?
There he goes again.
Who is that guy? Oh, sorry, that's Apollo. There he goes again. Who is that guy? Huh? Trucy?
You know, he did look sort of familiar.
So he is a friend of yours?
No, that's not it. Sorry, I don't remember.
Curiouser and curiouser. Lamiroir XD. I could call her Rar. We could do that. Oh, Rar. Oh, no. Okay, anyway. Gaviner. July 7, Gaviner's dressing room.
Ah. Lamiroir.
What has happened?
Oh,
I heard that Mr. Latouche has died.
but Lamiroir, you speak? I mean, you speak English?
Ah, yes. I was invited here from the Republic of Borginia, but I am not Borginian by birth.
But wasn't Mr. Latouche your interpreter?
Ah, that. Yes, well, it was Mr. Latouche's idea. He thought it would add to the mystery, you see.
Then your pianist is also...
No, Machitobe is Borginian. He does not speak English. Now, please tell me, what has happened to Mr. Latouche? Why did he...
Actually, Mr. Latouche was...
Trucy.
Huh?
Remember what Prosecutor Gavin said? Not a word.
But Mr. Latouche is Lamiroir's manager. That's not fair to her. I mean, isn't she a related party?
Precisely who Prosecutor Gavin doesn't want to alert, I'd suspect.
All we have been told is to wait here in this room. It is very unsettling.
I'm sorry. We're trying to figure it out ourselves. Do you think I could ask you some questions?
Of course. I'm always willing to help.
She's as calm as she looked on stage. I can't put my finger on why, but I like this Lamiroir.
Lamiroir.
Oh.
What is it, Machi? What? But you'd be alone.
What seems to be the problem?
Machi, he is not good around strangers. He wishes to go out for a breath of fresh air. Would that be all right?
Sure, of course. Suspicious.
Very well. What is it you wish to ask me about?
Okay. I like her song. I like it.
Lamiroir.
Hey, Arkamokovic. How's your Thursday? Is he speaking the Near Automata language? I don't know. You tell me. I know nothing about automata. He's technically speaking Borginian, which I think is made up. Her song is fitting to her vibe, absolutely. I like her. I will be upset if she turns out to be bad, but right now, I like her. I like her outfit. I think she's cool. Yeah, just don't pronounce the first R, so Lamiroir. Lamiroir. Live translation, part 2. Play near, Bishi. I don't have time! Do I look like I have time to play near? I'm trying to play this game. I'm playing Infinite Wealth. I haven't even started FF7. I gotta get back to Persona. I gotta get back to Chronicles. My plate is full. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. Lamiroir's got one of the prettiest designs I've seen. Love it. I love her cape so much. That's a buffet more than a plate. Exactly. Exactly. I'm at an all-you-can-eat buffet, and you guys want me to put more food on the plate. I don't have room. The plate is full at the buffet. Do you have time to play far? My brain is not working today. I don't know what the joke is. Near versus far? No! No! I gotta cancel that out. You can't boo me. Of course I can boo you. I am the most qualified to boo you. No! I'm the most qualified to boo you. Of everyone here. I'm the one that can boo you. At any moment, at any time. I'm entitled to that. As your spouse, I can boo you. Whatever, man. It was a good joke. Just upset I didn't get it. Oh, dear God. Applauding yourself? Sad. Sad day. Self-care. Alright.
Lamiroir.
The Republic of Virginia. That's in Northern Europe, right? Oh, wait. Wait, what did he say? Virginia. Yeah. I've never even heard of it.
I started out singing in a restaurant. Then a producer called me. Before I knew it, here I am.
You don't say. You know, my daddy plays piano in a restaurant.
Producers tend to look for talent, Trucy. Lamiroir, you're not from Virginia originally? Were you born here?
Well...
Oh, is that supposed to be a secret?
Image is everything when you're a star. I know a bit about that, of course.
Yes. It is something like this. A contract, you might say. I'm also not to speak anything but Virginian in public.
Image is important, I guess.
She's not all image, though. Her songs are lovely. A real landscape painter in sound.
A painter in what?
She travels the world, turning the sights she sees into music. That's the secret to your music's beauty, right?
You're very perceptive.
Oh, I use your songs all the time in my stage act. I don't have to pay royalties for that, do I?
Stop while you're ahead, Trucy.
This landscape painter in sound, too, is an image. Yet without it, my songs would not be so widely heard.
They even call you the Siren of the ballad, right?
Yes. In Virginian, Lamiroir means the siren. I fear that perhaps already I am not the siren I once was.
See, she's the siren. She's the witness. Machi.
Your pianist, Machi, was it? He's cute, like a porcelain doll.
He's very European.
I met him while singing in restaurants in Virginia. He is an orphan, yet his playing is exquisite. Soon, he came to live with me.
It's like a fairy tale, almost.
I noticed he hardly leaves your side.
Yes, well, he is blind. At first, I hesitated at dragging him across the world.
He doesn't speak English either, does he?
He had never left Virginia before we met. I made his presence part of my contract. Machi and I together are Lamiroir, together always. Mr. Latouche was my new manager.
Oh, see? I'm starting to formulate ideas! Maybe he was trying to break them up and not keep them together, and somebody didn't like that. No?
Yes, from 3 months ago. Around when I received Mr. Gavin's invitation to come, I met Mr. Latouche at my office. He was to be my manager and bodyguard, and as it turned out, my interpreter.
Damn. Interpreter, even though you speak English.
Yes, but we were to visit more places than just here. We had a concert in Japan scheduled after this one, though I fear that may have to be cancelled now.
Was Mr. Latouche from the Republic of Virginia, too?
Well, he was only with me for 3 months. I'm afraid there is much I do not know about him, and now I shall never know. No one will even tell me why he has died.
I'm sorry. Prosecutor Gavin said we weren't to talk to anyone.
Mr. Latouche was a talented man, the siren of the ballad. That phrase was his idea, you know. I am happy for him that it has become so well known.
A siren? That's what he meant.
Huh? Follow?
You are the siren, right, Lamiroir?
That is the meaning of my name in Virginian, yes. It was the name my producer gave me. But why do you ask?
It's very important. I had to know for sure if the siren was you.
What do you mean, important?
I'll tell you. You deserve to know. Oh boy. Siren. It turns out that's a very important word in this case. How? When we found Mr. Latouche, he was still alive.
What?
I heard him say something. His last words.
Mr. Latouche, can you hear me?
Ask witness.
Hang in there, Mr. Latouche. Tell me, who is the witness?
The witness is Siren.
He said Siren. Really?
I was the only one there to hear it, but I'm sure that's what he said.
Mr. Latouche said that? Ask the witness.
And you're the Siren, Lamiroir. Did you see what happened? Lamiroir?
Might I ask, are you with the police?
Well, no. I'm a defense attorney.
An attorney? Yet there have been no arrests, yes?
Is that a problem?
Does an attorney not work for a client? If you have no client, you should leave the investigation to the police, I think.
Oh, now you're clamming up. Okay.
But, Lamiroir,
I am sorry, but I cannot answer your questions. I'm afraid you lack the authority to ask them.
Hi. If she witnessed the crime, why won't she tell us?
I believe we are through here.
I believe so. Dang. Alright, let's move. Nothing here? Okay. I don't think there's anything different. Okay. Yes, we have nowhere else to go. Weird. Okay. Maybe I'm not done with her? And we can't move in this room. I can present stuff to her. Would you mind taking a look at this, Lamiroir?
I'm sorry, I'm not sure what to say. I wish I could help you.
Don't worry about it. Certainly one of the most pleasant refusals I've had. Oh, wait, the brooch! That reminds me. Does this brooch look familiar to you?
My brooch, yes. Well, it may be mine.
Yours, Lamiroir?
I was wearing a brooch earlier, you see. I must have lost it.
Well, that explains the brooch we found. It was Lamiroir's.
Thank you. I was wondering where I dropped it.
So this brooch belongs to her. That begs the question.
Is something wrong, Apollo?
What was this brooch doing at the crime scene? Can we talk to her about that? Said we're done here, so I don't know. No. What about this? No, she doesn't care. She don't care at all. Okay, weird. Is there anything to look at that's different? I think everything's the same. Okay. Oh, I had to show her the brooch. Okay. July 8, 12:22 a.m., Backstage hallway. Whoa, who's there now? Ah, it's you. Where were you? Emma! Emma! Something wrong? She looks grumpier than usual.
You bet something's wrong.
The impossible's happened. It's all your fault, you know. Oops. This is about us leaving the crime scene.
What do you mean by impossible?
Well, it's gone. Utterly gone.
What's gone?
The body, stupid.
What else? Oh my god.
Mr. Latouche's body just disappeared.
Oh my god.
What?
Yeah. We were not supposed to leave the crime scene. And we were gone for a long time, and we saw that suspicious man. July 8, Lamiroir's dressing room. They took the body. Someone ate it. Okay, that's the least likely thing that could happen. Like on a scale of 0 to 100%, I'm pretty sure that'd be a... Okay, maybe 0.05%. It is technically possible, but not likely.
Prosecutor Gavin. From your vacant stare, I gather you've heard the news. I heard Mr. Latusse's body has gone missing. Look for yourself.
Yup.
Quite the pickle. Quite the pickle.
How can you just stand there? We have to start the
There's no need for alarm, Fraulein Detective. All entrances and exits have been sealed. The body will not leave the building. So I suggest we go find ourselves a cadaver. There will be plenty of time to ponder the whys later.
Well, you seem pretty sure of yourself, Mr. Gavin.
Oh, we'll find him. I'm rather enjoying this. How could Mr. Latusse's body just disappear?
Well, you heard the man. Let's get searching.
Hey, I don't know if this is exactly the right time, but... Yes, Darian? My other half? See, Geeter's gone missing. It was in the dressing room.
Geeter? Who's Geeter?
That's what I call my guitar. You like, man? Your guitar was stolen?
This hasn't been a good day for guitars or Geeters.
Okay, body first, then guitar. And if someone finds that guitar, please bring it to our dressing room. Geeter's like a missing person, not lost and found, man.
Alright. The body was consumed, but not by fire. No! No, it wasn't!
Well, this sure is a... what did he call it? Sausage? No, wait. It was a pickle.
And it's your pickle. I told you to stay in the room. Don't talk about his pickle. Sorry. Not much else I could say.
It's alright. My priority now is finding that body. You can make it up to me later. 10 bags or so of chocolate snackus should do the trick nicely.
Oh, chocolate. They're chocolate snacks. You should watch your sugar intake, Emma. Okay, I guess we're examining this room again. At least right here. There should be a body here, but there's not. How could this have happened, and why? Okay, I think that is it. We should probably go look around other places. Let me make sure there's nothing. Nothing. Oh, I can look at this. Interesting.
What's wrong, Apollo? Your mouth is catching flies.
Huh? Nothing. It's nothing.
Maybe that's how the killer escaped. That's what you were thinking, right?
Eh?
When we arrived on the scene, the killer had already fled. He or she must have had a way out, and that air vent is one possibility. But it's much too small.
Not if the killer were about your size, Trucy.
I didn't do it!
Eh?
I was cutting up the dance floor at the time, thank you.
I know, of course, I don't think you did it.
It's hard to tell with you sometimes, Apollo.
Hey, what have I done? This tone. It's accusatory. Trucy's still after that brooch, clearly.
No way. If you want one that bad, get your daddy to buy it for you. Daddy always says, Trucy, if you want something, go find or borrow it. Oh, and when in doubt, beg.
Leave it to Mr. Right. I'm a little concerned for Trucy's future. Alright, I think that is it for this room. Let's go. Do we want to present anything to her? I don't think so.
Just hold it right there. This is no time to be waving a bag of snackus in my face.
It's not a bag of snackus.
Look, what's important is that Mr. Latusse's body is missing, and we've got to find it.
It would be more convincing if she wasn't standing around eating her precious snackus. Okay, I'm gonna just give up on showing her stuff. Let's get out of here. Let's get back into the dressing room here. Okay, nobody here. I don't know if there's anything new to look at either. I don't think so. Okay. Yeah, that's good. These all say I haven't looked at them because I didn't the second time, so we're just gonna leave it. Here we go. July 8, 12:57 a.m. in the wings.
Something seemed different to you, Apollo?
Something is definitely different here.
Let's check it out.
What's different? This? Yeah, I don't think this was... Was that there before? I can look at technically everything.
That stage there must have been lowered before.
Yeah. That's the tower that Lamiroir and Prosecutor Gavin were singing on.
Someone must have raised it. I don't see a way to control it from here. Apollo, what about that ladder there against the wall? We could use that to take a look up top.
Maybe we should get Emma.
What are you talking about? We have to see this sort of thing for ourselves.
I'm not so good with heights. Neither am I.
Stop whining and start climbing.
We're really going up. Oh my god. Didn't look that high from below, really. But when we got to the top, I felt every one of those 15 feet down. Of course, I wasn't thinking about the height anymore. Not after what we found up there. Ah! We found two things we were looking for, and one thing we never expected to find. Whoa! The body, guitar in hand, and the pianist, Machi Tobe, are they both dead? What the heck? Hello? July 8, 10:09 a.m. Write Anything Agency. And then the dead body was posed with the guitar? That's messed up. Wow, that concert last night sure went south in a hurry.
No kidding. Why did they arrest Machi?
Why? Okay, so he was not dead. He was passed out. Don't look at me like it's my fault. Machi Tobe, the blind pianist. Arrested on suspicion of murdering Romaine Lettuce. Oh my god, it is Romaine Lettuce. I was thinking like Romaine Lettuce, right? Lettuce? Lettuce! Lettuce! Romaine Lettuce. Okay. They chopped him up. They chopped him up and put ranch dressing on him.
Can't believe such a cute little boy could do something so horrible.
I guess they had proof of some kind.
What proof could possibly prove that?
Morning. Oh my god. You know, see, I didn't get the lettuce part. And then Wolf said his name is Lettuce. And I was like, whose name is Lettuce? And I kept thinking about it. And then finally I was like, Lettuce. Lettuce. Romaine Lettuce. You know what? I feel like it's something about I, because like Tobai. Machi Tobai. Machi. Machi Tobe. Machi. Oh yeah, he's about the same age as her. Okay, I'm not getting that one. I often don't get them. People always have to tell me. Morning. Prosecutor Gavin? What a night, huh? I apologize for being so upset.
Mr. Gavin, do you know what's going on? Why did they arrest Machi? Why?
Don't look at him like it's his fault either.
It was tough for me, too. We performed together that night after all. Yet.
Yet?
Powers that be say that given the circumstances, it could only have been him.
What do you mean by the circumstances?
Lamiroir was invited from Virginia as an ambassador of goodwill. It is vital that this case be wrapped up swiftly. That's all the powers that be want, really.
Well, those are circumstances, all right. But what makes Machi the only possible suspect?
Hair Forehead, you seem to have forgotten that you're talking to the prosecution, the enemy.
Oh, right. I think I like this side of Prosecutor Gavin better, actually.
I'm not at liberty to discuss the particulars of the case. Especially not to the defense attorney.
What did you just say? Me? The defense attorney?
That's what I came to tell you. He's down at the detention center. He wants to request your services.
He? You mean Machi? Machi wants me?
This is what we've been waiting for, Apollo. Let's get going.
Right.
Good luck. I'm off to question Lamiroir.
Right. Later. Hope I'm up to this. Of course. Well, this means that, he must not have done it. Machi must not be guilty. Because, you know, when everything was unfolding, I was thinking Machi might be guilty, but now that we're defending him, he must not be. July 8, Detention Center Visitor's Room. But you never know. Much to buy? Much to buy. Maybe. Machi to be. Yeah. I don't know if he has one. His Japanese name is Maki Tobayu, so it might be based off that. It's definitely similar. Huh.
I refuse to believe a cute little kid like that could do something so terrible.
You said that already. I really like his character design. I like his outfit and his hair. Very cute.
Machi, everything's gonna be okay. We're here for you.
Hi. Maybe you can tell me about last night.
Huh?
That was when I realized how tough it must be. A little kid like this. In a country so far from everything he's ever known.
Maybe Lamiroir can help?
But didn't Prosecutor Gavin say she was with him? Yeah, we need a translator.
Good luck. I'm off to question Lamiroir.
Well, what are we going to do?
That's a good question. Can't think of anything we can do but go with this. And hope for the best at the trial tomorrow. To be continued. Oh, dear God. Oh, no. Alright. I'm definitely not going to finish the first day of the case, but it is far too early for me to end the stream, so we are going to keep going for now. And we'll see how far we get. I just got to take some good notes. Some good notes for next time. Okay. Let's keep going. July 9, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 3. We do know a lot about the case. We just haven't really heard anything from Machi. Okay, so Machi is who we're defending. I'm just writing down a summary of everything we just did. Might take a second. Okay, Machi's who we're defending. He's been with Lamiroir since they met. They're a duo. Piano and singing. Let's see. I'm gonna call her Lammy for short. Lammy. It's like lamb chop. Lammy. Her brooch was found in the crime scene. Siren is a witness. Lammy. What else did we find out? There was a ladder. Or a step ladder, if you want to be specific. Under a vent. Possible escape. Okay, I remember that. What else do we got? Victim was Lammy's what, interpreter, quote unquote. It pretends to not speak English. Image. Interpreter, he was manager and bodyguard. All in one. My neighbor is playing guitar and singing, and he's really bad at it, and I can hear him through the wall. Oh no. Thin walls are the worst. Oh god.
Well, if he doesn't practice, how can he ever get good, Violet?
He's gotta practice. Oh, Jesus. You think he's thinking about that? Like, I wonder if anyone can hear me practicing my guitar right now. Probably not. Some people just don't think about it. They don't care. I don't know how that's possible. He's in the walls. He's in the goddamn walls and he's practicing guitar and he's really bad at it. He's being so... I'm so sorry, Violet. Oh, no. That's when you gotta be aggressive and start playing a speaker and put it right against the wall. Oh, God. I've seen some people do that. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could. They never think about their volume. Those neighbors are really obnoxious. Oh, Jesus. I was the opposite, where I was so worried about making too much noise that I had anxiety about it. Like, if I had to... For instance, when we used to have, like, close neighbors, if it was, like, the middle of the night, because I'm a night owl. I stay up really late. And I was like, oh, I want to, like, wash the dishes, or I want to, you know, do laundry or whatever. I actually do that now that we aren't going to be disturbing anybody here. I do that at, like, you know, 12 a.m., 11 p.m., 1 a.m., because I'm up at that time. But, you know, when I had neighbors, I was like, well, I can't do that. I can't do any of those loud things. Or if I really, really wanted to do the dishes late at night, I would just, like, do it very quietly. Try not to drop anything or slam stuff. It was so stressful. And then whenever we had people over, like, I was always worried we'd get a complaint. We never did in all the time that we lived there, of course. Probably because I was always so anxious about it, but... I even felt anxious about, like, just stepping around. Which, I know that that's not reasonable. If you live in an apartment, you're gonna hear the other people living, but I don't know. I was always so anxious about that. Because I didn't want to be one of those people that they're, like, complaining about it. Oh my god, they're streaming right now and they're so loud about it too, and they're so bad at it. I didn't want them to be able to say that about me. So anyway, I'm sorry you're dealing with loud, obnoxious neighbors. I wish that they were more considerate. Oh, what else was I saying about the notes? Maybe that's it for now. I'm trying to think of any other important details. Oh, there was something weird about the revolver. Okay, the weapon was a revolver. Yeah, she said that the gun's recoil could dislocate a shoulder. Oops. No, I'm still here. I'm still here. Dislocate a shoulder. It's his fault for being so terrible. No, you have a right to complain, because if they're usually obnoxious, then, you know. Let's see. The gun's recoil could dislocate a shoulder. Person who brought it must have planned it. And must be used to, I guess, using the gun if they didn't get hurt. Oh god, what was the most important thing? I just remembered it. Yeah, the lights went out in the courtroom. It's like one of those motion detecting lights. I kind of hate those a little bit, because I've been in so many situations where they just turn off automatically, and then I gotta, like, wave my hand to get the lights back on. Oh god, I remember now when that most recently happened. We were at the vet, and the light kept turning off in the little exam room. And the vet wasn't in there. Like, we were waiting there a long time, so we had to keep waving our arm at the vet office to turn the light back on. It was awful. Oh god. Okay. Let's see. What was she saying? I just remembered it and then forgot. Emma said that the gun... Oh, it's overkill. Gun of that power is overkill at close range. See, those are the little details I swear it's going to quiz me on in the case, and I'm not going to remember because there's no... Like, does it even say that here? No, it says nothing. It just says it's a deadly gun. Of course it's deadly. It's a gun. Of course. Anyways, I think that was all the highlights. And then, the lyrics of the song predicted what happened. Or a copycat. And then, during the last performance, they had a mess up. From, what's his face? Is he even in here? Yeah, Darren. Okay. There we go. I would not remember any of this if I waited like 24 hours, so I'm writing it all down. We're good now, though. That should be good. Alright. Whew. My whole school is filled with motion sensing lights. Especially if you're staying late in an old building. It gets creepy really quick. Oh, I bet. Yeah. Oh. And they have so many ghost stories built in the 60s. Oh no, super creepy old library. That sounds like a nightmare. Y'all haunted. Oh no. Well, imagine that's the motion sensing light and they're off and then no one's in there but the light turns on. That's the scariest thing that could happen. What turned on the light? Okay. Board is now in session for... How do I say that? Oh my god.
Machi Tobe, Your Honor, the pixie of the arpeggio.
Right. His trial. Court is in session.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is A-OK, Herr Judge.
Very well, Prosecutor Gavin.
My opening statement, yeah?
Oh no, actually, there was something else I wanted to ask you about.
Yes?
Say you're going to visit someone in the hospital with an incurable disease. What do you say to them?
Huh?
I mean, you wouldn't say get well soon, right? Why is he asking this? You'd only be kicking them when they're down. What are you talking about? Actually, I'm going to visit someone who is terminally ill right after this trial. The Chief Justice's son.
Chief Justice?
His son is afflicted with a most terrible disease. He doesn't have long, it seems.
Oh.
So I thought I'd go pay him a visit. I thought saying something moving might be the order of the day.
Why don't grown-ups ever just say what's on their mind instead of pretending?
He's looking at me with something like disgust. Hey, what are you looking at me like that for? What did he do? In any case, I'm a bit busy today, so let's wrap this up quickly. Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement, briefly.
You're in luck, Herr Judge. I believe you'll be going on your hospital visit sooner than you think. First, to review the victim in this case. Romaine Lettuce, age 35. The global manager for diva songstress Lamiroir. The cause of death, blood loss due to being shot by a large caliber revolver. This report has all the details.
The court accepts this into evidence.
He has like... Oh my...
How could you say this? How could you say this? You know what? You know what you get? No, I'll do one. It's in... Yeah. Yup. 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 Oh, brother. You know what?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Okay. We got an autopsy of Lettuce.
Lettuce's autopsy report. Death due to loss of blood from a gunshot wound. Time of death around 9 to 9:30 p.m.
45 caliber. That's quite large, isn't it? A direct hit from that could knock a man off his feet.
However, the bullet struck him in his shoulder. The damage to the body was slight. Death was not immediate. Sadly, his blood loss was such that he could not be saved.
I suppose the victim's condition could have been much worse, considering.
Victim shot in shoulder in Lamiroir's room. Lamiroir. 2 shots were fired. 1 shot missed, the other penetrated and passed through the victim's shoulder. Both bullets were found in the...
You think this is funny? A man is dead! A man is dead! And his name was Romaine Lettuce! Have some respect! Have some respect! His name could have been Iceberg. But no.
He was named Romaine.
It's a respectable vegetable. At least he didn't die from like, okay. Okay.
Both bullets are found in the wall at the scene. Observe the diagram. Oh no. This is where the bullets hit.
I see. Court accepts this evidence.
Crime scene was Lamiroir's dressing room.
We're talking about a .45 caliber revolver. You must assume that the killer was adept at the weapon's use.
Really?
Yeah, apparently, weapons that size have a powerful kickback. If, say, the judge tried to fire one, it would break every bone in his body. The defense will take more care in choosing examples.
As I was saying, the victim was shot backstage in a dressing room.
A respectable vegetable.
This dressing room has only one entrance, this door.
That does seem to be the case, yes.
However, there were witnesses who heard the gunshots.
He's talking about you and Emma, huh?
Yet when the witnesses entered the room, it was empty, save for the victim's body, of course.
But that's impossible.
Exactly. This murder was impossible. For all but one person.
One person?
That is, of course, the defendant, Machi Tabe.
Only this defendant could have committed the crime? But how?
It's quite simple. The circumstances of the crime scene make it clear.
Very well. I assume you have testimony to back up this claim. Please show the witness to the stand.
Okay, wait, so we're talking to Emma first? Talking to Emma!
Oh no, my laptop's running low, but scared to plug it in again. Oh god. Be very, very careful. And something you could do is also, if you have some kind of like metal appliance, you could go and touch that first to get all the static out. It's like grounding yourself. And then you can try it, and that should rule out like static. I remember I had to do that when I was building my PC because you have to like keep getting the static off of yourself, because if you know, no zaps. Okay, you're good. You're good. Anyway, yeah, I had to kept grounding myself when I was making the PC because if you touch certain parts of it and you have static, it can fry it. It was a whole thing. But I think I had like a metal stove or something, so I was able to just touch that. Not while it's on, mind you. It was off and cold. Of course. But, you know why I always do that? Like, I'll say something and I'll be like, and particularly it was like this, because I got a lot of the smart asses up in chat and say, you touched a stove, Bishi? Wouldn't that hurt? So I have to protect myself and say, well, it wasn't turned on. Okay, it was off. It was a cold stove. Should have just said, like, oven. But, you know, it's the same thing. Did you wear static-free gloves or something? I think there's different things that you can do, but that was just, like, the easiest thing I could have done. And I didn't have, like, special gloves or anything. Plus, like, I really had to be able to, like, feel where everything was while I was building it, so I don't think I wanted to wear gloves. A scarf! Oh no, Emma! The stove is cold! Your stove is cold, how do you cook with it? See what I mean? You see what I'm dealing with here? This is why I am the way I am. I am what I am! And that is a Bishi. Your stove is cold, get it a blanket. Okay. Everyone's, yeah, everyone's trying to get me. Let him out, let him out. You brought it up first, wow. No, I have to bring things up first before anyone else does. That's what I do. I try to think ahead and think one step ahead of other people. Be like, oh wait, before anybody comments on this, I'm gonna comment on it first. Take the wind out of their sails, you know? Let's get back to the Ace Attorney, if you don't mind. Oh, your name and profession, please.
Emma Sky. I'm a detective for the police department. I was on security detail at the concert for him that night.
Emma seems tired somehow. Security at the concert, you say?
Some security I was. Couldn't even stop a murder.
Now, don't blame yourself. Things like this happen. I've made even bigger mistakes in my career, you know.
I'm sure that makes her feel much better. I want to hear about these bigger mistakes.
In any case, because you were on security detail, the crime was quickly discovered, and we were able to identify the killer. You may give the court your testimony if you would. Describe the circumstances of that day and your discovery of the crime, please.
All right.
Emma's so cute. Murderous circumstances.
The night of the murder, I was on security backstage at Prosecutor Gavin's request. Only people involved with the concert in some way were allowed backstage. At the beginning of the third set, I heard shots. I went into the room, filled with blaring rock music, and found the body. I examined the scene and determined that only the defendant could have done it.
Was lucky that a detective was the first on the scene.
That door was the only way out of the room, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
And I don't get it. How can they say that Machi did it?
Looks like we need a bit more information. Very well. The defense may begin the cross-examination. Okay, I just remembered another detail I don't want to forget. We found a, earpiece? Outside the door of where the murder happened. Okay. Anyways. The night of the murder, I was on security backstage at Gavin's request. The night of the murder was the night of the concert, yes? Mm-hmm. We were there. That's right. What was a detective doing on security detail, might I ask? If it was only a concert.
My thoughts exactly. But orders are orders, even when they come from rock gods.
Prosecutor Gavin?
Yes, allow me to explain. I smelled something that day, you might say. The stench of conspiracy. That day at the concert hall.
Conspiracy?
Well, isn't it obvious? My keys. That whole morning, no. The whole day was ruined. And it's all because someone stole my keys. I couldn't ride my hog to the show. I couldn't open my guitar case.
There he goes again.
Isn't it possible he simply misplaced them?
Misplaced them? Misplaced items don't just wander into a murder victim's hand on their own.
What's this? Prosecutor Gavin, if your keys were in the victim's hand, that makes you a prime suspect.
Love, slow acting and new. Atroquinine is waiting for you.
He's singing something.
Does everything with this guy have to be so over the top?
The killing happened in the middle of my concert. I was like a sailor adrift on a sea of sound. Anyway, I didn't want anything else stolen, so I put the detective with the most time on their hands on the task.
I see. I can accept that.
Well, I can't. What do you mean, time on their hands?
Please, the testimony. Only people involved with the concert were allowed backstage. Wait, he's a guitarist? Yeah! He's literally a rock star and a prosecutor. At the same time. And the murder happened during his concert. We were let in, though.
I didn't know about that. I certainly didn't invite you.
I gave the Fraulein special permission to be there. I wanted to see her again.
Oh boy, did you hear that? We're officially involved now.
Gee, great.
Some other hangers-on tried to get backstage, but I drove them off.
So no other obstacles were there, then?
And then...
Yeah, and the whole band is made up of police. Like, Oh, I can't look at the profiles. Okay, well, the other guitarist is a detective. That's all we know so far. But there was 5 people in the band total, so there's 3 more that we haven't seen. Beginning of the third set, I heard shots.
I believe we were having a chat when we heard the shots. You were the one chatting. I was eating snackoos.
Oh, hey, no snacking in court.
And you're sure the shots came from Lamiroir's room?
Yes, absolutely. Hey, I'm the one being cross-examined here. Here, this'll keep you quiet.
Dunk!
Ah, thanks.
So, how about it, Emma? We were right there. Hard to be mistaken about that. Please either talk or eat, not both at the same time.
Oh, right. So after that, me and Mr. Lawyer there opened the dressing room door. Went into the room filled with blaring rock music, found the body.
Rock?
Blaring, yes.
When you say rock, are you referring, perhaps, to this rock and roll music that's so popular these days?
That's right, when we went to the dressing room. Music was blaring over the speaker on the wall. They piped sound from the stage into the backstage through speakers. That way people in the back can hear when they're supposed to be on stage. Did it have to be so loud?
You don't listen to the Gaviners with your ears. You feel it with your entire body and soul. I always have the backstage monitors at full volume.
When we walked into the room, the band was playing Guilty Love, I believe, making it easy to determine the time of the crime.
You could hear that music playing.
And everyone on stage for that song has an alibi, including myself.
Anyway, I closed off the scene and started my investigation.
Well, one person got off beat, so, I don't know. It's a little weird. Why did that happen, you know? Okay, so they're saying... Yeah, so, when the murder happened... Guilty Love was being performed... and playing through the speakers in the crime scene. Okay. Alright. It might be important later, you never know. So we just did that one. I examined the scene and determined that only the defendant could have done it. You know what her snackoos keep reminding me of, and now I'm craving it, is like Cocoa Puffs or something. Just like a chocolatey cereal. That's what I want now.
How could you know something like that? As I said, it was clear from the circumstances. Listen, we know there was only one exit from the room, the door. The small window only opened a tiny crack, and I was standing in front of that door. So how could the killer have fled the scene? There's only one possibility, the air vent.
Ah!
But that air vent was too small. Who could possibly... Exactly. There's certainly no way you could get through, nor me. The only one who could fit through was a child. Remember, access to those rooms was limited. Only those involved with the concert were allowed.
And of all the people involved with the concert, only one is small enough to be considered a child.
The defendant?
The pixie of the arpeggio flitted up toward the sky and disappeared from the scene of the crime.
But that's just conjecture.
Oh, there was no other way out of that room. You were there. You should know, Hair Forehead.
And there is another vital piece of evidence.
Evidence? What?
Marks were found on the air vent grill.
Oh.
Traces that it had recently been opened.
Wait, what?
And something else was found quite clearly. The defendant, Machitobei's fingerprints.
What?
I mean, that still doesn't mean he killed him. Were his fingerprints on the gun? Just because he was there doesn't mean he killed him. Another thing I didn't take a note about is there was a mysterious man in a yellow suit who kept appearing and disappearing in the halls when the body went missing, I would say. So he might have something to do with it. Maybe he's the killer. I don't know. Getting out of it. There we go. Order! Order!
That air vent was the only way out of the room. The defendant's fingerprints were found on the grill. Well, Herr Forehead, what fairy tale does this suggest to you?
Irk. Oh, the snacks that Emma is eating are supposed to be... I don't know that. Let me look it up. Oh! A traditional Japanese snack food. Sweet and deep fried. That looks good. Ooh, brown sugar. So it's not chocolate. It's actually brown sugar. That looks delicious. Now I want snackoos! Why didn't Emma bring enough to share with me?
Only one could pass through that vent, that doorway to heaven. And that one is our pixie.
Why are you looking at me, Apollo? Hey, I was out whooping it up in the audience.
So this was his decisive evidence. Quite decisive indeed. I believe that's enough of that. Prosecution has a rather convincing case. The only way in and out of the crime scene was watched, making the defendant the only one who could possibly leave the scene. Simple and decisive. Ugh. I believe we've heard enough to determine our verdict. God! Even if I wasn't in a hurry to make a hospital visit.
I'm sure the Chief Justice will appreciate the gesture. Unfortunately, we have no direct witnesses. Fortunately, the criminal left decisive evidence for us. That will have to be enough.
It can't be over already. Very well. I believe this trial is finished. The defense has no contradicting evidence.
The prosecution has presented our proof clear and plain. If you have contradicting evidence, it better be clear and plain.
Apollo, they've got us on the ropes already. You better come up with something quick.
I know. Think. What can get us out of this? We need evidence or a witness that can prove Machi is innocent beyond a doubt. I think we could pull a witness. I think so. Without that... Oh. Mr. Justice, do you have contradicting proof that can overturn the prosecution's case? If you do, you'd better tell us about it now. This is it. And so soon. If I mess this one up, it's all over. Court wants contradicting proof? I think it's gonna have to be a witness. Prosecutor Gavin, you claim that there were no witnesses to this crime. Are you absolutely sure?
Absolutely. I'd swear it on my career as a prosecutor. And on my million-seller hit song, Atraquinine My Love.
There he goes again.
That's too bad, because there was a witness. Oh, really now? But how did you come to possess knowledge the prosecution clearly does not? Because I am the only one in the world who knows this. What's going on? I just talked to him and now... He's alive. Mr. Lettuce, can you hear me? Cold. So cold. Witness. You're cold? Don't worry. You're gonna be fine. Help is on the way. Can't see. Hang in there, Mr. Lettuce. Tell me, who is the witness? The witness is... Siren. What? The victim said this before he died?
Perhaps he did, and perhaps he did not.
What do you mean by that?
All we know is what Herr Forehead says he said. It's no testimony, especially since it comes from the defense attorney himself.
Objection!
Well, but it's the truth. He said it. I even told you about it. But apparently you ignored me completely.
It's my policy to fully investigate everything I deem relevant. Clearly, this rookie lawyer thinks he can tell me how to do my job.
That's enough. Mr. Justice, we need clear contradictory proof from you. This witness of yours, unknown to the prosecution. I hope you're right. Failure carries a stiff penalty.
Perhaps a stiffer penalty than usual is called for.
There's no backing out now. Let's hear the name of your witness, Mr. Justice.
Take that!
My what? Recall Mr. Lettuce's last words. He's just Mr. Lettuce now. The witness is Siren. The Siren? Ah, he meant the Siren. That's right. The Siren of the ballad, Lamiroir. Lamiroir was only on stage for the second set, and she had access to the backstage area. She could have been a witness. I see. Well, Prosecutor Gavin?
My claim still stands. There was no witness to this crime.
Well, the brooch proves that incorrect, so... Very well. Let's hear it from the horse's mouth, then, shall we? We'll now take a break from Detective Emma Sky's cross-examination. Please show Lamiroir to the witness stand. Lamiroir would say nothing the night of the murder. Not today, though. Today we'll drag that story out of her no matter what it is. Alright. Before I keep going, I am completely out of water. And that is no bueno for when I'm doing voice acting. So, I will be right back. It should be very, very quick. Probably just like 2 minutes or something. And we'll continue and see how far we get tonight. Hopefully maybe we'll finish the first day of court. I'm not sure. But yeah, quick BRB. Alright, we're back. I think that was like 2 minutes, maybe. Alright. We are listening to Lamiroir now. Lammy!
It is my distinct honor to welcome the Siren of the Ballad to our courtroom. You are too kind.
Oh, you can speak English?
Yes, I can. Though I am not very good. There is much I do not know.
You speak so well. Have you spent time here before?
Actually, I do not know how I came by my knowledge of your language, nor where I studied it.
What does she mean she doesn't know?
I, too, thought I'd call her as a witness, but I did not. I had a reason, of course.
What's that?
Lamiroir suffers from amnesia.
Huh. Amnesia?
Lamiroir is not my true name, yet I remember nothing of the time before I was given it. Nothing of the time before I started singing on stage.
Whoa, she's even more mysterious than I thought.
Interesting.
As lauded singer Lamiroir, she lives a good life. There are little difficulties for her thanks to her success. Yet, I did not wish to subject her to unnecessary stress.
I see. I care surprisingly little about people's pasts. You have nothing to fear in this court, Lamiroir.
Thank you. Yet there is something I do not understand. I am being called as a witness. What might I say? No one will tell me anything of what happened. Lamiroir, let me be frank. I did not want to ask you up here to testify. Yet that young gentleman with the wide forehead over there was adamant that you stand. Oh my.
Congratulations, Apollo. You're the bad guy.
Ugh. Well, now that you're here, please give us your testimony. If nothing else, the sound of your voice is welcome. Tell us what you saw the night of the crime. Alright. I'm gonna jot down that, Lammy has amnesia and doesn't remember anything before being a singer.
As for what I saw nothing. That night, I was invited to sing on stage, and this I did. I did not return backstage after the second set. Then I was led by the police to Mr. Gavin's dressing room and told to wait there. That was where I learned that something had happened, but I wasn't told the details.
Then, how did your brooch get in there? Interesting. I must say, you sound wonderful just testifying. I hope he was too distracted to hear what she was actually saying.
There you have it. She saw nothing that night. Now we can only pray that the defense has the sense to admit defeat, and refrain from detaining her here longer than need be.
Wow, you just got better, Apollo. Way to go.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Keep it short and sweet. Lamiroir wouldn't talk to me the night of the crime. She must know something, and I've got to find out what. Okay. What I saw. As for what I saw nothing. But you must have seen something. Mr. Lettuce named you.
Mr. Lettuce? How can I tell you what I don't know?
Lamiroir, he said you were a witness with his dying words.
I do not know what he meant to say, but that night...
That night I was invited to sing on stage, and this I did. It was a great concert.
You heard me sing? Thank you.
I was hoping to get an autograph later, actually.
Of course.
Mr. Justice, this is a cross-examination. You're out of line. If anyone deserves an autograph here, it's me. One on my gavel would be nice.
Fair judge.
Oh, what's this? It's my autograph. Now keep this trial moving. What? Oh, my grandchild will be so happy! Apparently his grandson is a big fan.
Let us continue, shall we? If you would, Lamiroir. Tell us what you did after your stellar performance.
I didn't return backstage. Oops. Let's, press on the other one. You did not return backstage once? Where were you then? What were you doing?
I was cleaning up on stage. There are many things I must do for a performance other than simply sing.
And was Machi with you at the time?
Unfortunately, I do not know where he was.
So much for an alibi for Machi. Was led by the police to the dressing room and told to wait there. With Machi, correct? How was he then?
He seemed as he always does, though I believe he was shocked by the news of Mr. Lettuce's death. Yet, he is not the type to show much emotion.
Yes, he's given the police no end of headaches. He answers most questions with silence, and those glinting frames speak nothing. The questioning hasn't gotten very far.
We sat there, waiting.
That was where I learned that something had happened. I wasn't told the details. How was the incident explained to you?
I was told nothing in detail, only that Mr. Lettuce died.
Of course, investigations require some security.
But Mr. Lettuce was my manager. I wanted to know more. I should have been told. Both Machi and I were beside ourselves with concern.
Allow me to apologize, but please understand. Keeping you in the dark was as painful for me as it was for you.
Yes, I understand.
Think, what doesn't ring true about her testimony?
It's hard to imagine Lamiroir lying.
She might not be lying, but she's hiding something. What wouldn't she tell me the night of the murder? About a brooch? Okay, this is probably what I'll present to. So let's show the brooch. Yeah. I'm sorry, Lamiroir, but I'm having trouble believing you. You remember this brooch, do you not?
Why, that's Lamiroir's. She was wearing it for her song.
Care to add that to the testimony, Prosecutor Gavin?
What?
This brooch was found after the murder took place, at the very scene of the crime.
What?
Lamiroir, how did your brooch get backstage if you did not go there yourself? And, as Prosecutor Gavin has just told us, you had been wearing it during your performance that night. Oh! Oh! What is the meaning of this? Lamiroir, please explain! Lamiroir? Girl.
She says English is quite difficult.
That trick's not going to work here.
Your forehead may be large, but you are a lawyer, truly. But you have missed one important fact.
What now?
In fact, at the time of the incident, I went backstage, but only for a moment.
So? What?
Think back to the moment of the crime. You know whereof I speak.
Is she really saying all that?
What's she talking about, Apollo?
Right when the incident occurred. Ah, is she talking about that? Watch this room for me. I have to call for backup. Oh! Oh, it wasn't looked at. But then, wouldn't she have seen the body? Right. Understood. You want me to make sure no one comes in, right? Oh, he did hear a door. He did hear someone come in and out of the room. Well, doesn't that mean that someone could have been hiding in the room and then they left?
So it might not have been Machi? Mr. Lettuce, can you hear me? So cold. Yes, we've seen this. They're gonna make us go through this whole scene again? Siren. Fucking, yep. Yipes! Emma? And then he hears a sound. What was that? Who's there? What's wrong? Emma, did you see anyone just now? No. Could have sworn I heard a door close. Yep. I looked into the room. Just a glance, mind you. So, this was when your brooch dropped. That explains that. It does. There was no other time I could have dropped it. But that's ridiculous. You only looked in for an instant, but you dropped your brooch? Hair forehead. She has raised a possibility. The only thing that can counter that is evidence. Oh my god. She looked in at the crime scene. Actually, I intended to go into the dressing room. I knew nothing of what had happened, of course, but the moment I opened the door, I heard a horrible voice. Hair forehead shouting, "Who's there?" no doubt. A horrible voice indeed. Ugh. I closed the door immediately. Huh. Well, that explains the brooch. Let's return to your testimony. That's too convenient. She's hiding something. Lamiroir, you did look into the room though, right? Yes. Testify as to what you saw. Very well. Though it was only the briefest of glimpses. Right. Right. Oh, we have the bracelet reacting now. So we're gonna have to try to catch her in a lie. That night I was invited to sing on stage. When my performance was finished, I went backstage for just a moment. I saw nothing. The late Mr. Lettuce's body was behind a wall. Oh, is that possible? Sort of? Yeah, the angle from the door, she probably wouldn't have seen it. But I think the brooch was dropped further into the room. Like, where the bullet holes were. So she probably would have seen his body if she walked that far into the room. Oh, I call BS. Let's see. And then I was led by the police to Mr. Gavin's room and told to wait there. Okay, so let's react to, or press, these two. Went backstage for just a moment. What did you see in that brief glimpse? I had only opened the door slightly when I heard that horrible voice. And shut the door. I've always wondered, Hair Forehead, is that voice of yours like a volume knob? It's my cords of steel, man. Just back off! Leave me alone! He's just a little guy. He was like 20-something. Huh. Did y'all see apparently that Star Wars... Oh my god. Welcome in, PC Ma'am. Yes, there you go. There's your beloved entrance into chat. How you doing? How's your Thursday? I feel better. I hope you do. Finally let it out, yeah. And hold on to that one for a long, long time. Not healthy. Just a lad he is, yes. Let's see, I was reading, apparently the Star Wars Battlefront collection launched with 3 servers that can hold 200 players in total. 10,000 tried playing day 1, and you can tell how that went. Can't understand how they launched a multiplayer with a little server space. That is weird! Only 200. It seems kind of like a beta test or something. I don't know. That is odd. Oh, I'm sorry to hear your day wasn't that great, PC Man. I hope that you were able to let it out a little bit. With that one. But either way, I hope that your night treats you better than your day. We're playing some Ace Attorney here. We are cross-examining this singer, Lamiroir. To see if she saw potentially something of the murder. I don't think we've pressed her on this. I saw nothing. The late Mr. Lettuce's body was behind a wall. Which I think is a lie. A wall? Was there a wall there? This word is what in English?
a division or partition, I believe. It was a large dressing room divided into 2 halves.
And the murder took place in the inside half. I guess that partition might have hidden the body. Oh. Something bad had happened. Okay. We can perceive at any time as well. I'm gonna perceive on this one and see if she does anything weird. Let's see. It is reacting. It's usually the hands. And I can't even see her hands, actually. Okay, that's as low as it lets me go. So maybe her face? Huh. She's not talking there. Like, her mouth isn't moving? But I don't think that would really make sense. Let's pass on this one. I mean, I guess his body was behind a wall. I just don't think it's true that she didn't see anything. Well, okay, so when she's... Oh, okay, wait. Her tail might just be looking away. She's looking right at me. Here she looks away. She's still looking away on this one, too, though. Okay. Huh. I don't know. So this is the new dialogue, and this is the new dialogue. I really feel like I need to present something on this one, because the body was behind a wall, but I feel like she walked further into the room and she was able to see it. I don't know. Oh god. Today started off with an incident at work. We accidentally sent out around 14,000 erroneous emails. Ooh. Claiming we processed payments for a bunch of invoices, so that scared a bunch of customers. Oh god. Thankfully we didn't actually process anything. Oh, that's a lot of apologies. That was a mistake emails to send out. Oh my god. I'm assuming you could send them all out en masse somehow, but oh god, the stress of that, I can imagine, yeah. Hey, Heist, welcome in. Like over 1,000 unique emails. Oh, wow. That is so much. Did you wrap up Yakuza? What do you mean by wrap up? We got to... Oh... We didn't get to a new chapter or anything. We did like a tiny bit of plot at the end of stream yesterday, and then we're playing more next Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't know what else to say. We play Ace Attorney on Thursdays and Fridays. And I play Yakuza on Tuesdays and Wednesdays most of the time. We'll return to it next week. Okay. I saw nothing. I don't know what to say. I am going to... I did save, so I'm going to perceive and just react maybe to her eyes looking away, but it's... I'll admit it's not, really... I mean, I feel like it would... Her tell would be something happening, like, in the middle of what she's saying. Let me try reacting when she's not... I don't think this is gonna work. Yeah, it's not gonna work. And she doesn't really fiddle with anything, so I don't know why the thing is popping up. The bracelet? Maybe I could try to perceive something on here. Because this is also the new dialogue, so maybe she has a tell here. I'm gonna stay on her face for this one. But it hasn't been anything in the face quite yet. It's usually the hands or like the arms. Okay, let me try to see if I can see anything else. And, like, just because the bracelet is reacting, maybe that doesn't mean there's gonna be something, but I feel like it does. I don't think it's gonna be that. He doesn't seem to have any tells, even though that's popped up. Let me press on these again, just to kind of refresh my memory of what she said. What did you see? Heard that voice and shut the door. So that one doesn't seem to be very important. It's probably this one that's going to be important. A wall. Was there a wall there? Large dressing room divided into 2 halves. Yeah, see, her brooch is right in front of the... You can't see it because of me, but it's right here. Is in front of the mini fridge, which I feel like, is where the body could be seen from. Is the fridge supposed to be the little square? She could definitely see the body from there. Maybe I should just present this and not do anything with the bracelet. Murder took place in the inside half. No. Did we already press on everything? Maybe I haven't pressed on everything yet. Hold on, let me see if this is something I haven't done yet. With Machi, how is he? No, we did do this. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Okay, I'm gonna present the map and see if that does something. Okay, let me save again. Oh boy. I'm worried that this will work against us for making a new engineering team, because it might be perceived as some degree of incompetence. Oh, man. Well, hopefully not. I mean, mistakes happen, but I also know that bosses can be very strict and severe about stuff like that. I hope that it doesn't affect it. I really do. Okay, we're gonna show this. I don't think that's it. I don't think so! Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence! It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Okay. Well, hold on. Yeah, no, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad. I remember there was one time where I thought that I messed up and I actually hadn't. And I just had to keep going, but I don't think this is one of those times. I don't think so. Let's load the save. Okay. What else could I do here? Let's look at everything again. What I saw nothing. Could I react to that? With the map? I saw nothing. I mean, she says that twice. Yeah, she sang on stage. I went backstage for just a moment and saw nothing. I think this is true. And I think that's true. This is really it, I think. Okay, maybe there's something else I can present. Maybe I could just show the brooch? Because that's kind of where the crux of the problem is that I feel like she walked further into the room than she is implying. Objection! No, I guess not. The witness's statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor. I can see nothing faulty. Except you! Yeah. Oh, man. Maybe I do need to do something with the bracelet. I don't see anything that I could react to with that, you know? Oh. The lyrics. I don't think it's time for the lyrics quite yet. This is weird. I feel like I was on a roll, and now I'm stuck all of a sudden. Is there anything that I've seen in the history that... Yeah, so he hasn't really talked about anything, the other one. Has it explained what's special about Apollo's bracelet yet? I don't think so. I think it's just been like, my bracelet is reacting and trying to tell me something. Like, there's no explanation for why it's magical. I don't know if it will later, or just video game logic, magic bracelets. I think he was shocked. Okay. This was when we pressed her on that. Ooh. That horrible voice. Which might have hidden the body. So even Apollo's not really confused. Okay, maybe there's something I did not press on. I don't know. Let's try this one again, maybe? How was the incident explained to you? I was told nothing, only that he died. He was my manager. I wanted to know more. I should have been told. Machi and I were beside ourselves with concern. Painful for me as it was. Yeah, we already saw this. I understand. Think. What doesn't ring true about her testimony? It's hard to imagine Lamiroir lying. She might not be lying, but she's hiding something. Okay. What wouldn't she tell me the night of the murder? It was about the brooch. She clammed up right after that. I don't remember exactly what she said. I saw nothing. So he's saying she might not be lying, but she is hiding something. What did she not talk about that night? Shoot. I just remember the brooch. Oh my god, imbued with the magic of Saka. Yeah. I already know what you're doing! I already know what you're doing! You think I don't know these tricks? I was there when they were made! Oh my god. I am stuck, y'all. Like, I know what he's trying to hint at, I think, but I don't know how to use that to pick what to do. The bracelet is reacting. I don't see her really doing anything weird. I could perceive on everything. I just feel like it's gonna take a while. And like, I feel like I would see her animation in the overworld doing something, and then this would just allow me to like zoom in. Not up, dog. My god. But she's not doing anything. Like, her hands are out of frame. The only stuff you can really look at is her eyes and her mouth. And it's just, I don't know. The bracelet reacting is kind of throwing me off. I'm like, do I need to use that right now? I'm not sure. Trying to figure out that one. I think I know that one too, but I'm trying to figure it out. I'm not gonna say it out loud. No, I was wrong. It's above. Oh my god. Oh, have a nice day. Oh, that one. Oh. The innocent one. Okay. I think I need a little help for those of you who've played this. Am I supposed to be using the bracelet right now? Just yes or no on that will help me out. Because that's what's throwing me. I'm like, do I present evidence? Do I use the bracelet? I think the bracelet makes sense because he's saying, oh, she's not lying, but she's hiding something. The bracelet could probably help us suss out what she is lying, or not lying about, but what is she hiding? But it doesn't seem like she's having any, like, tells. Any physical tells happening. I don't know. I have no idea. I've never played this. That's okay. I also have no idea because I've never played this. That's why I need help. Help. Let me keep thinking. Again, I could just, like, perceive on everything. Maybe there's something I'm not seeing. Like, she's not even, like, sweating or anything. Like, there's nothing going on. She's just talking. She's just yapping. You know? Look with your special eyes. I'm trying. I'm straining so much. No, I don't really see anything. Again, like, her hands aren't doing anything, so... Plus, I don't think she'd be lying on... or saying something weird on that one, either. Went backstage for just a moment. Like, I could believe this one she's doing something. It is the bracelet on the wall line. It is! Okay, I thought so, but I didn't see anything. Oh, shoot. I went too far. Okay. So I was on the right track, but I just didn't see it. Okay, thank you. Wait, so this one. Behind a wall. She is looking away. I did notice that. Okay, there must be something going on here. I can go all the way up here. We're just gonna go section by section, just go down. See if there's anything moving that shouldn't be, or is weird. That's a shadow. So, the only thing I notice is that her mouth is not moving when she says the late Mr. Lettuce's body. But that's... doesn't make sense to me, you know? So, I will react to that if I can't think of anything else. You looked it up? Oh god, okay. Well, at least you guys could give me hints. But let me keep trying. It's not the mouth. Okay, I didn't think so. It's just the only thing I can see that's, you know, moving differently. Okay, let me look at the cover. Oh my god, is she swallowing there? That's why her mouth is closed. Okay, so it is that part of the sentence. That didn't make sense to me. I was like, why would there be a tell on the late Mr. Lettuce's body? Weird. Wait! Oh, no. Okay, I'm gonna hold that thought. Hold on. Let's just do this, because now I figured it out. Okay. I'm so sorry. I did not notice that. I was looking around this part, but, like, I don't know. It's pretty subtle.
Gotcha!
Okay. The late Mr. Lettuce's body. Let me see where they're going with this before I say what I thought. The late Mr. Lettuce's body, you say? Yes? You know something more about Mr. Lettuce's death than you were saying. What? I could see you trying not to remember, but the effort made you swallow. You can't fool my eyes. It is true. It was so terrible after all. Why did Mr. Lettuce have to be shot? One moment, Lamiroir. Yes? What was that you just said? Why did Mr. Lettuce have to be shot? Yes? She was hiding something. I knew it. Lamiroir, I'm afraid you haven't realized it, but your words just now contradict your testimony. That she knows something she shouldn't? Huh? How could that be? Take this. Lamiroir contradicted her own testimony, and I have the evidence to prove it. Oh, shoot. maybe it would be this, because I think what he's getting at is she should not know that he was shot because she was told nothing about the crime, right? She just knows that he's dead. I can't even say right now. Okay. I don't know if this is it. Tell me, Lamiroir, how did you know he had been shot? Okay, it is.
Well,
Immediately following the incident, a gag order was placed on the scene. This is the document proving that. In your testimony, you told the court, no one told me anything about the incident. Furthermore, you testified that you had seen nothing. Yet you knew that Mr. Latouche had been shot. How could you have known? There we go. Yarr! Why do they always do that? Yark! Lamiroir, you aren't hiding something from this court, I hope. Now she's sweating. That sweet song of hers was sounding a little too sweet. Exorcism time? Not quite. I don't think she needs an exorcism. Just a lie detector test. I like how you just interchangeably say lettuce. It's just, you know, whatever I'm feeling in the moment. Whatever just sounds right, you know? It's supposed to be a very common tell. I've heard that about pro poker players. Right? And it makes sense. I just... The field of view is so small, and I was just focusing on her mouth. Like, okay, it's not moving here. And the reason why they did that is so that you think, oh, maybe something else is happening. And then turns out she was doing that. I was like, oh my god. I just didn't look far enough. That's all.
now I remember. Please, allow me to add my testimony.
Of course. We all want to know is the truth. Oh, all we want to know is the truth. She looks kind of pale, huh? She saw something, I know it. Even the victim said so.
I saw bullet holes in the wall and knew Mr. Latouche had been shot.
How would you know that he had been shot if you didn't see the body? You just saw bullet holes. That's it. What does that tell you? Good night, Arkham. Thanks for being here. I hope you have a good rest of your night. We'll see you later. Okay, let's press on this. Only a glimpse, yet you knew they were bullet holes?
Yes, I recognized them immediately. I have seen bullet holes before, you know.
You have traveled the world as a singer. You must have sung in places far more dangerous than our country.
I go wherever my voice is needed. Those places are many these days.
That's really cool. I hope I get to travel like Lamiroir someday.
I plan on recording my next album overseas. Their studios have a different sound, you know.
Maybe I should go on a Chords of Steel tour, too. Sure. Let's see. So, pressing didn't tell me that much. Like, I don't think the problem is that she recognized them as bullet holes. I think it's that she knew that he had been shot. Why would she know that? It has to be reacting to this. That has to be what I'm supposed to do. Okay, let me look at what I have. I saw bullet holes in the wall and knew he had been shot. Romaine Lettuce, age 35. Died between 9 p.m. and 9:30. Blood loss due to .45 caliber bullet wound. Time elapsed between shooting and death currently under review. Maybe now I can show the map and be like, oh, how would you know it was him? Oh, maybe it is the map because it's like, if the door opens like that and you shut it really quickly, that means that you had to have been around the door and came further into the room to see the bullet holes because the door was blocking it. That has to be that. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I got it.
Lamiroir, they call you the Siren of the ballad, but lies are hardly becoming of such a creature.
Put down worthy of our prosecutor, Mr. Justice.
Such put-downs are hardly becoming of you, Apollo.
Stop polishing your forehead and start polishing your character, yeah?
Come on, can't I be cool for once?
Observe the diagram. Lamiroir, you looked in from the door for just a moment, correct? Yes, that is so. There were bullet holes in the room, yes, but they were in the wall the door is on. You see, assuming you merely glanced into the room, you couldn't have seen those bullet holes. There we go.
Yow! Lamiroir.
Yes.
I'm afraid the defense has raised a good point. It appears you have been holding back something.
And I must tell you what it is that I saw.
Yes. The happenings in this trial are being recorded. I'm certain it will be on the news in Borginia. To understand your reputation is at stake. It falls to you to avoid tarnishing it.
Personally speaking, I still believe that cross-examining her will yield us absolutely nothing. But she knew how Mr. Latouche died. He named her as a witness. You must have seen something, Lamiroir.
Very well. Lamiroir, please continue your testimony.
Very well. I shall. Aren't sirens mostly evil?
Yeah, the myth kind. They can be. They often lead people to their deaths. So we'll see.
I don't know.
My feeling is that she's not, like, the murderer. But she obviously knows something that she's not telling us, so it does make her suspicious. I'm just hopeful because I like her. I don't want her to be evil.
I was on my way back from the stage, the backstage exit. There was something like a little window there. That's how I saw it.
That ain't gonna fly, girly. That window does not open that much. Nope.
There were 2 shots. I couldn't do anything to stop it.
And then that doesn't explain how the brooch got in the room. This is all kinds of lies.
But it wasn't Machi. It was a grown person. I know it was.
Mm-hmm. So, you did witness the crime, and the killer was a grown person, you say?
Ah, this is my first time hearing this, I assure you. Nice play, Herr Forehead.
Very well, Mr. Justice, you may begin your cross-examination.
Great going, Apollo. You were right about Lamiroir. What's wrong? You don't look too happy.
This whole thing smells fishy. That's what's wrong.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see.
I was on my way from the stage to the backstage. So you were heading toward the dressing room? Yes. So this is a little before she opened the dressing room door and dropped her brooch. About the same time Emma and I heard those shots. I was on my way back.
So I guess it's possible that she, at least for the timing, she's claiming that she saw this happen and then went into the room maybe to check on him? You know, in her lie. This is a lie. And then dropped her brooch that way, but I'm like, it was something like a little window there. That's how I saw it. What exactly is something like a little window?
Yes, well, window is the best word I know in English. I think this is how it is said, yes. You need not worry, Lamiroir. Your choice of words is impeccable. There is a small window in the dressing room in question. Perhaps the defense remembers this detail. That little window on the wall. I, saw the crime from there. Yeah, she's lying. But how could I prove that?
I mean, I don't even think this shows the window at all. Like, you just have to remember where it was. So I don't know if this would be something I could use, but I don't think there's anything else that talks about or shows the little window. So I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm just kind of trying to think ahead here. Yeah? Oh, no. Lamiroir is not a child. We're talking about the supposed murderer. I wish it would show me the profiles. Machi. They're talking about Machi there. Lamiroir, I believe, is just a full-grown woman. I don't think that she's meant to be young or anything. Let's see. Okay, so we pressed on that one. There were 2 shots I couldn't do anything to stop. I haven't been paying close attention. No, it's fine. It's alright. Yeah, whenever they're talking about a kid, like, oh, the kid didn't do it, blah, blah, blah. They're talking about Machi, who is literally, like, 14. That she... I don't know if I would say, like, adopted him, but she, like, takes care of him as, like, a guardian, so... And they're a musical duo. You are certain you heard 2 shots fired?
Yes, quite certain. I was on my way to the backstage exit. This was when I heard a faint sound. Like a gunshot.
A faint sound?
Wondering what it had been, I peered through the window. That is when I heard the second gunshot, much closer.
And there were 2 bullet holes at the scene, no contradictions so far.
It all happened on the other side of that window. There was nothing I could do.
It wasn't Machi. It wasn't Machi who shot. Are you sure?
Yes, quite certain.
It amuses me that you would question her testimony. It is testimony in your favor. Isn't it my job to object?
Yeah, Paulo, what were you thinking?
Trucy, let's just listen to what Lamiroir has to say. Can you tell me how you were so sure?
Yes, of course. You see...
It was a grown person, I know it was. A grown person? That's a little vague.
I am sorry. My skill with your language is lacking, I know.
Certainly, you could at least see whether the shooter was male or female.
It was a man. A young man.
And you're sure?
Yes. His voice was quite clear.
Voice? Yeah, what do you mean, voice? Looking at this diagram, it seems the dressing room was quite cluttered. It does seem likely that you wouldn't have had a clear view of the shooter.
As a singer, I rely more on my ears than my eyes. When I hear a voice, I do not forget it. That voice was the voice of a man.
So you heard a voice, but wait. Couldn't that have been the victim, Mr. Latouche?
Absolutely not. Did I not just say that I do not forget a voice? If it was Mr. Latouche who spoke, I would have known.
Indeed. So you were at the window when you heard the shooter's voice, the voice of a young man.
Paulo, this is a good testimony. That proves it wasn't Machi.
Indeed. This turns out to be true. It would cast this case in a considerably different light. What is the defense's opinion of this testimony? I know this is technically good for us, but I'm going to say it's contradictory. Though it pains me to say this, there's something about Lamiroir's testimony that rings false.
Bravo, Hair Forehead. You're colder than I thought.
I'm sure you remember what the problem is as well as I do, Gavin. As has been established, no grown man could pass through the air vent. Oh, right. He couldn't have fled the scene of the crime.
But that means Lamiroir has to be lying.
I know. And I know it's bad for our case, but I can't shut my eyes to this. Believe me, the idea was tempting.
It is, as Hair Forehead says. Yet, this is not the only contradiction within her testimony.
What next?
What is he talking about? Lamiroir, I understand why you would want to protect Machi. Yet remember, you are the Siren of the ballad. And lies do not become such a creature.
What does the prosecution mean?
Paulo, what's he talking about?
How come no one bats an eye when he says stuff like that?
I recall the state of the crime scene quite well.
The state of the room? Yeah, wasn't the window closed? Yes, and when the murder took place, that window was closed so that she wouldn't hear anything.
I find it hard to believe you could hear her voice through.
Now, she could see, though. That's the thing.
What? But I'm sure.
Lamiroir, I have nothing but the highest regard for your musical sense. But my opinion of you as a witness is somewhat lesser. But she's the only eyewitness we have.
So you say. And the victim named her, the Siren, as the witness?
That's right. That's what Mr. Latouche...
We heard your claim. We even entertained the possibility, and it brought us to this. Herr Judge.
Yes?
The prosecution requests that the witness be excused, please.
I'm afraid I must honor the prosecution's request. There is indeed a question of the witness's credibility.
But if Lamiroir can't testify, then we don't have a chance of proving Machi's innocence.
This cross-examination is over, Prosecutor Gavin. You may continue making your case.
Danke. Now, where were we? Ah, yes. I would like to hear from Fraulein Detective again.
Wait, let me hear Lamiroir's testimony one last time. The cross-examination is already over. Until such a time as a need arises, this witness may leave the stand.
I'm sorry I could not be of more assistance.
Okay.
At last, back to the real trial. Ready, Herr Forehead?
Hope I didn't just miss my only chance.
Fraulein Detective, how far had we gotten until we were so rudely interrupted?
Don't ask me.
I dislike saying the same thing twice, and I never repeat a song for an encore.
If you would, Miss Sky.
I believe I was saying that the only way Mr. Latouche's killer could have escaped was through that air vent on the ceiling.
Ah, yes, there was only one door in the room. Hey, Dreamer, welcome in. I know, I like Lamiroir. It's very pretty. And a witness, you, was standing in front of it.
That air vent isn't very big, see? Kind of limits the people who could possibly get through.
I certainly would have a difficult time.
You sure would. Not that you would have been there in the first place, though. Remember, the whole backstage area was off limits to people not involved with the concert. The only one who meets the conditions for our killer is the defendant.
A virtuoso performance. I couldn't have put it better myself.
She does state a clear case. Though, reading the report, something caught my eye.
Oh? What's that?
The circumstances of the defendant's arrest. Circumstances? Again?
Hey, that's right, Apollo. Remember when we found Machi? That was bizarre.
It was very weird. She's right. Why did Mr. Latouche's body disappear from the room and end up on top of that stage tower? Holding a guitar, no less.
A perceptive observation, Herr Judge.
Oh, thanks. It's kind of an accident, really. But you work in this job long enough. You get a nose for things.
The judge sure seems pleased with himself.
Very good, Fraulein Detective. Perhaps you can tie it all together for us. Why was the body moved? And how does that lead us to the killer?
The missing body. Missing body. Save there. Let me see. Check something. Does anybody know how much longer is left for this first day of the case? Trial day 1. We are talking to Emma again. I'm just wondering if we should leave it here or if I should keep going if the trial isn't going to take too much longer to do, at least for case 1. I don't think, not case, court day 1. I'm probably confusing everybody. I'm just trying to see if we're going to have a good stopping point soon or if it's going to be like another hour or something. Because I would usually end stream here. But I hate ending the stream in the middle of something. I usually like to stop stream at the to be continued because it's a perfect place to pick back up for next time. So I don't know. Otherwise, we could stop here before I actually get to cross-examine Emma. Ruuuvo, would you mind like looking up and seeing about how much would be left just based on like the content of the rest of this first day of court? Let's see if I can show you where we're at. Okay, with the look of the guide, you might be here like another hour is my guess. Okay. I definitely can't do that. We've already been streaming for 4 hours. I usually stop around there. So I think we'll actually just wrap it up here since we're kind of like just about to get into cross-examining her again. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for me tonight. Thank you very, very much for being here. I really appreciate it. Whether you were lurking or chatting with me, I appreciate all of y'all. I'm gonna go head out and get some late dinner and some rest. I encourage y'all to do the same. But yeah, as for me, there's my social media, most active on Twitter and YouTube. We also got the Discord open to everybody if you'd like to join. And I'll see y'all next time either way. Bye!